you did get held up in a big rug.
Oh yeah, we also leveled up to level 8.
You did. You did. So Blagothkus...
Oh wait, we did?
Yes, surprise, you're level 8.
What?
See,
I knew the character.
I knew this 1 week ago.
Yeah, Heather, if you want to message Chris and say, hey, what spells do you want me to take? I kind of forgot you had to level up his character.
Bitch working.
But while Blagothkus is flying you back to Waterdeep, you guys do make the level to level 8.
Nice.
Now, the treasure that you're down below in the caverns of Skyreach Castle, the treasure is mostly encased in ice. It's going to take you several hours and a lot of bonfires, or just a lot of direct fire spells over and over and over to melt the entire hoard. That aside, you do know that this is the treasure that's been plundered from the Sword Coast over the last several months, so Waterdeep is your destination. What you're going to do with this massive pile of treasure and how you're going to move it remains to be seen. But for now, you level up to level 8 and let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Cheater.
I'm a fighter, so I'm kind of ready.
I've got insider
Yeah,
information from Chris.
I just have one question. So
Cheating.
I'm at the ability score increase. If I can't click on feet. So should I just?
I know it's broken. I don't know why.
Okay.
You should be able to
Just make it
import the
through.
feet from the compendium.
Yeah, I'll do that in this character sheet. I'm just let you know that I'm just gonna
Yeah.
move past this and leave it.
I've checked the
Are
setting.
you new?
I've checked the setting several times, and it's always on to make sure you can use it. But
Yeah, that's cool. No big deal.
All right. 80 hit points.
nice.
I only have 60 hit points.
How the hell do you have 80 hit points?
I'm a fighter.
He's a fighter, and he has a good con score, and he may have taken the tough feat.
I didn't. I've just gotten really lucky on my rolls.
Oh, you've been rolling the whole time. Okay.
I have
Yeah.
51 hit points.
That's not good.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
not impressed by that.
I'm hard to hit.
Oh, ability score improvement. I needed this level too.
Did you? Did you need
I did.
it?
I needed it.
Well, there you
Oh,
go.
there it goes.
You're welcome.
+5. I'm at 84 health right now.
Dang.
Nice, guys.
That's
Hell
hot.
yeah. I took
I
heavy
need to-
armor mastery, so now any bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage is reduced by 3.
Yeah, I need to up my armor class so I don't die.
I agree. You do need to up your armor class so that you don't die. Would you like a set
I
of
have
plate
my
armor?
wisdom.
Would you like us? Maybe.
I now
was
have 20 wisdom. I could give you
thinking
really
about
good
getting
life
mithril
advice.
or adamantine so I can't get crated.
That's a really good idea.
Everybody done?
Everybody Wang Chung tonight.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
will be as soon as I up my strength because I have to do that manually.
Mm,
I'm
that
not
sweet,
being
sweet
mean to you.
18 dex.
I went up to 17 strength so I can bump
For 18.
My charisma and my strength at my next ASI and get that charisma to a 16 and my strength to an 18.
So,
I have very
As
good
a gen-
wisdom.
as a general question, because I've never played a fighter before, normally I think it's 4th, 8th, 12th, and beyond that is an ability score for everybody normally, correct?
So as a fighter, you get 4, 6, 8, 12,
Right.
16, 19.
So my
Everyone
question
else
is
gets it at 4, 8, 12, 16, and 19.
right. So, and normally then you can choose to forego the ability score for a feat. Can I just forego that for a feat at any point
Yeah.
during that? Okay.
Yeah, you
That's
don't
what I
have
was
to ever
wondering.
take an
Yep.
ASI. You can take any of them as a feat.
Yeah, at any point when you're presented with the choice, you can choose either.
Cool. All right.
Right, like I think right now the heavy armor mastery is more beneficial, and then like I said, I can spend my next ASI plus 1ing 2 stats instead of trying to plus 2 1 stat this one. Or else I'm always going to have that uneven charisma and it's going to make me mad.
So,
All right. Ready.
Can I just pick one if he wants to change it?
Yeah, and I'll let him change them out. Yeah, that's
Okay.
no problem. You will need the Walter if you could unmute the music bot. It's just soft music right now, but.
Oh yeah, I unmuted him.
Okay. The one time I want you guys to have the music bot is for this session. And maybe for the Tiamat finale. And you know what? Just for you guys, I'm gonna use licensed music and have my video demonetized. But the royalty-free music just won't do that battle justice. I need O Fortuna. But is everybody good? Sorry to keep asking.
Yes, sir. Yep, we're ready. Whenever you are.
Ixon, you're good?
I'm good.
And
Good.
Hadrid is also good. So it takes, there's still a lot of distance to cover from Parnas to Waterdeep, even though you are flying on a castle. So I'd say the trip is probably about 2 hours or so. And you dock the Skyreach Castle north at the Troll Gate. Professional Photoshop. I know.
I love it.
I know. But you park the castle there, and at the gates, as you walk off the front of the castle, Blagothkus is in the control tower, maintaining everything. You walk up from the caverns below and see that you're indeed at the front gates. There's a small garrison of guards. It's pretty tough to hide a flying castle in the sky, so they were waiting for you here. And the guards begin to part, and a portly man with a great big beard and a big blue gauntlet on his chest comes forward. Blackhand, you've made it! And just past him, Leosin walks out.
It's Anthar. Hi, Anthar.
And he runs up and gives you a big ol' hug. Leosin just kind of gives you a quick pat on the shoulder.
I show Anthar what's what and give him a big hug and lift him off the ground. Probably doesn't happen to him very often.
Leosin is just giving you a sly smile. Cannot believe you guys have done it. I cannot wait to hear the tale, but the castle here, what should we do with this?
I don't know. I guess it's up to the giant.
Well, it does belong to the giants. They should probably have control of it.
Giants? There's a giant piloting the castle right now.
Yeah, have
Yes.
you?
Yes.
What type of giant was he?
Storm giant.
Yeah, they're storm giants.
Fascinating. Oh, I'm sorry, he was a cloud giant. My fault. I thought he was storm.
Sorry, I get giants confused.
I mean,
cloud giants.
Honestly, would you think that's a cloud giant or a storm giant? I would think
Cloud.
I think it's a storm giant.
The cloud
it looks
giants are in the
storm.
air. The storm ones are underwater, if I remember correctly.
Interesting. Oh. Well, if you've got nothing else to do with the castle, then what? Have you allied yourselves with the giants?
We have not officially yet, but we do understand they don't like dragons.
Perhaps we could use that to our gain. I'll meet with.
Perhaps we could.
I'll meet with my higher-ranking members in the Harpers, and we'll send agents to follow the castle, and maybe an emissary will return.
But what of all the gold on the castle?
The gold? Is that all of the plundering
Yes.
from Greenest, Baldur's Gate?
It's not all of it.
But I'll start, sure. And he calls over to Anthar. You're still, I think, still swinging him around.
Yes, we're still mad doing gay shit in
And
the
he
field.
whistles over. Anthar, the whore is on the castle. And steps back from you, Blackhand. What? Is that so?
It's true. Yeah, it's on there. All of it. Well, most of it. Some of it.
All right, men. We've got some work to do. You heard them. And they all form ranks and begin marching onto the castle and pulling off the treasure and all of the heaps one by one. This shall go to the Lord's Palace in the center of Waterdeep, I would think. The council should decide what to do with it.
Agreed. We have our own business to attend to while you continue to unload that.
Indeed, you have earned a rest. The council has grown since the last time you and I have met.
Grown?
We've brought in the full Lord's Alliance into the fold at this time. Though I'm afraid our services with the Zentarim were no longer needed. For now, though.
Is that so?
For now.
So Jamna is no longer in the council?
I'm afraid not.
Interesting.
But you've earned rest. The council will be convening in about 2 days' time. Enjoy the comforts of the City of Splendors in the meantime. I've spoken to... I've taken the liberty of having the Harper speak to every inn and tavern owner in the city, and any place you stay and any meal you shall eat tonight and for the next night shall be free.
Thank you, Nelson.
We owe you a great deal. As I've said, I cannot wait to hear the tale. But go, relax and enjoy yourselves.
Will do.
Off to selling.
So,
What are you
based on
buying?
everything that we did actually take, we did not take any of the loose sapphires, nor did we take any of the loose coin from the Horde. We did take the +1 longsword, the +1 longbow, the +1 leather armor, the bracers of defense, which James is keeping, the potion of gaseous form, which I believe Nick or someone else, Ixon, was keeping, one of you two.
Not me.
So
I
believe-
just
What did you take?
took a weapon, which I didn't decide what it was.
Oh yeah, you have that +1 weapon that was awarded to you. I have the +1 that was awarded to me. I counted that into my own personal gold already. So we're selling longsword, selling longbow, selling leather armor, selling the Dragon's Head Torque, which we got from Resmir, the Peridot Chain, which we got from Resmir, Resmir's chest itself, all the loose pearls we got from Resmir, and the loose coins that were already in it. All of that in total, after our 80% sellback deficit or whatever, comes to 50 PP per person, 6,100 gold per. Or not per person. I'm sorry. This is per party. 50 PP for the party, 6,100 GP for the party, 500 SP for the party.
I thought I gave you guys a gold tracker document. I guess not. I'm sorry. Let me do that right now.
You go ahead and whip that up, bud. Per person, after all the math is done, we've gone to a currency division specialist that transferred our PPs into GP for us, because I said GP is the easiest currency. Everybody is gaining 1,850 GP and 84 SP after everything is sold.
1,850 GP.
Yes, so 1,850 GP
Dope.
and 84 SP, in addition to whatever you already had on yourselves. Those of you that got magical items last session are free to sell them or keep them as necessary. It sounds like Ixon and myself will be selling ours.
There. I gave you the
Be
party
selling
gold
mine,
handout.
too.
So you don't have to look at 2 screens, Scott. Make it a little bit easier on you.
I mean, that's the whole point of having 2 screens, but okay.
I agree. I do like.
Where's the...
Thank you for the gold.
One last thing I will say before you take off to go buying and selling is that it does take several hours to unload the entire horde. As I said, you had to thaw it out.
Mm-hmm.
But with the torches, and if you guys wanted to help with any of the fire burning, helping thaw, that would certainly make things go a lot quicker. But after everything is thawed and the guards have moved everything, it is getting to be nightfall. That aside, you're not in need of a rest right there. You've been relaxing on top of a flying cloud and hauling several tons of gold, so it's not too bad in a day's work.
I will not help.
Fine. If you're not helping and nobody's gonna have anything else to do on the castle, it will dislodge and take off towards the north.
Coolio.
And now you're free
What a
to head
weird
south.
cast.
I head to the dock ward.
What a weird.
Dock ward?
And I will the dock ward. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to go to my favorite inn, the Black Flagon Inn.
Ooh. And what are you doing at the Black Flagon?
Drown my sorrows.
Ooh. So, Queequeg's taking a break by himself. Anybody want to go to the Black Flagon with him?
I'll go with them.
Hadrid, your new tiefling buddy.
Hatred.
I'll go as well.
Queequeg has
fun
a
fact.
strong trust of spellcasters.
I believe
Extremely
you.
strong trust.
I would like to spend my time in there trying to find someone to play a game with me. Do some gambling.
Oh boy, are we playing some Baldur's Bones?
Oh fuck! I want to play Baldur's Bones.
I'll
Okay.
wager
Oh,
against
no.
Well, if anybody,
End up using
if
Hagrid's
anybody would like to
gold.
use, if anybody would like to play some Baldur's Bones, they are playing. There is a table playing
I'll
it
play
at
Baldur's Bones.
the Black Flagon.
you. Yep.
I will play Baldur's Bones.
I will.
I will
And
bring
after I
Baldur's
have bought
Bones.
everything, I have 3 gold pieces left.
Jesus.
So,
I will watch.
So who's up first for Baldur's Bones? I just gave you guys the rules.
Baldur's Bones, very important.
It's blackjack with dice. You roll 3d6, 21 or bust.
So
I'd
here's a
like to go
fun little
first.
thing.
Here's a question
you look-
for you guys while you gamble. If I have the item already, can I just pay for the enchantment
What do you mean?
on your Sane Magical Prices list, or do I have to sell the item I currently have, rebuy a new item, and put the enchantment on it? That
If
doesn't
you
make
want
any
Oh,
sense.
are you talking about the
rules-
vicious?
Well, no. If I was going to put like a +1 on my plate armor, do I
If
have
you
to
want
buy
the
a whole
rules
nother
as
plate
written,
armor?
lore answer, I can tell you that you have to get separate ones.
That's what I would say as well.
Okay.
It's more like the item has to be so fucking well crafted
That's
that
what
it
gives
can
it the
be
+1
enchanted.
quality. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna
Makes
sit here
sense.
and do math while you guys gamble. Enjoy.
Sure. So
Yep, I am.
Hey, Chris.
Doing the same.
it's Hadrid and Queequeg and Ixen
I'm
going
not.
to the Black Flagon. Walter, Blackhand, and Nick are going to the magical item shop.
Mm-hmm.
What were you going to say, Ixen?
Do you have Xenophos Guide?
I do.
If you click on the the compendium
Mhm.
and type in downtime, there's rules for how you do downtime activities and stuff.
Yeah,
which might help in the
buddy.
future.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
You can make enemies and contacts and shit.
Ooh, this is
Mm-hmm.
fun. This is fun. Excuse me. So, who's playing Baldur's Bones first?
I'm playing Baldur's Bones. I have a
Ixen?
possible tune to play Baldur's Bones.
No, I called dibs.
I don't have a map prepared for this, but there is a group of 2 dead sails betting. Looks like they've got a modest stack of coin. If you had to guess from where you were looking at right now, probably about 50 gold pieces stacked up between the 2.
Okay. How much are they betting? Because I might have to lie about having the money.
The stack is what they're betting.
50 gold pieces?
Yep. And one of them loses, pulls out a dagger, and then he gets grabbed kind of by the back by another dead sail while the other one just collects his earnings. And the one that grabbed him yanks the guy up and pulls him back. So now there's just the one guy with a stack of 50 gold.
I will challenge him.
Let's see it then.
I'll throw down 50 gold myself.
Alright, 50 gold. Winners will go first then, right? Take another one. And another. Alright, I'm staying right there.
Oof.
20's the number to beat.
Decent rolls. Let's see what I can do. It's a D6. I will also take another. And another. Wow.
What are you gonna do, 16?
I'm, how many people are there?
It's pretty crowded. I'd say, quick glance around, 10 to 12.
How many people are paying attention to this game?
Not a lot.
Is there a door nearby?
One door in and a back door through the kitchen.
Which one's closest to the table?
Definitely the front door.
Alright. So I'm going to slam the front door and try and distract them.
It works as loud, and I mean, people. The door doesn't slam shut or open unless somebody with a purpose is entering. And in a pirate's tavern, it better be fucking Blackbeard himself.
It didn't matter anyway because I got 21.
He looks back and just sees that the door is closed and looks down and sees the 5. Oh, sorry about your luck there, pal. I'll be taking that.
What? Isn't that me winning?
Oh, you got 21. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn. Oh, cheat. I call cheat.
This gentleman was
You
watching
call
the whole time.
cheat?
He cheated.
Can you prove it?
Maybe I don't have to. As he pulls out his dagger, and it's just a small, like, letter opener type dagger.
And I pull out my has one sword. Maybe you do.
American focus.
Fine. Cheat all you want.
A win's a win. Nobody
Yeah, I
likes
won't
a
be
sore
playing with no
loser.
cheaters no more, though. And he gets up and goes to the bar.
That's right, I won 50 gold.
You did.
Huh. That was good. Nice job, Hatred.
Thank you.
Hatred, you're suddenly more likable.
Shut up.
There you are.
Thank you.
I go talk to the innkeeper or the tavern keeper.
Yeah. He's just kind of wiping down the bar.
I'm looking for a boat.
Frost skimmer's in the dock. I think that's the only one that's available at the moment. Decent ship. Could man a crew of about 12 or so sailors.
Alright then. Thank you.
Alright. No problem. Curiosity, why are you looking for a ship? If you're in the Black Flag, and I assume you'd have one of your own already.
I do not know. I have just been a sailor myself.
Missed it, eh? See, she calls to you kind of thing.
Every day.
Yeah, you'll fit in here. Oh, these lot, they like the treasure, but they love the sea.
The sea is where it's nice.
Freedom.
One day. One day in the future, I hope to have that. Now, who is the captain? Do you know? Or who should I be looking for?
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure who runs out that side of docks, but usually...
What?
Sorry?
What does the mask look like then? What should I be looking for?
Oh, it's just pale blue and eggshell white almost. It's not very colorful, bears no coat of arms or anything like that. It's pretty unremarkable.
Alright then. I'll go and find them, talk to them, figure out who mans that boat.
In the midst of all this conversation, and buying and selling Blackhand and the rest of you, you would have overheard some rumors about a recent murder. One of the masked lords of Waterdeep, Arthagast Ulbrinter, has been assassinated.
That doesn't sound good.
The government in Waterdeep is several masked lords and one open lord who rules over them. So a death of a masked lord is like the death of a vice president or a cabinet member to us United States guys.
And ladies.
And ladies.
As someone who actually knows Waterdeep law, LAW, I know exactly what that means.
So, going to the docks, eh?
Yes.
You do see a couple of crew members working on the ship. Nobody of remark. Seems to be, as I said, just crewmates.
I walk up to the boat, and whoever is closest to me. Hello.
Yep. How you doing?
Who's the captain of this boat?
Yeah, we ain't got a captain just yet, but waiting on assignment.
Assignment from who?
This here belongs to the Lord's Alliance. Just purchased it today.
Thank you. I walk away.
But are you?
I walk away.
You? Oh, hey, I'm. It doesn't make any attempt to follow you.
And I will rest for the night then, and wait till we meet with the Lord's Alliance. Kuikai has no other questions on my end.
Is everybody else done with their shopping?
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, no.
You're
but-
fine. You
I'm
fine.
rocking a handsome 21 AC right now.
You've got a whole another day before Leosin said the council was due to start.
I don't know if I should spend his gold, but
Go
probably
for it.
gonna anyway.
It's his fault for not joining, not being able to play. Spend his gold.
You can give the gold to me.
You earned his gold, and you can spend it.
Give his gold to me.
It wouldn't be very fair if I let you make him gold and not spend it. Fair is fair.
True.
At some point during the second day, Queequeg, if you were just kind of walking around, what would you guys like to do during the second day? Those of you that have done shopping, I assume you all wanted to meet up and stay at the same tavern.
Yeah.
Where were you staying at? So far, you've got the Yawning Portal, the Wobbling Goblin, and the Black Flagon.
Yep, I want to go to the Yawning Portal.
I guess I would head over to the Yawning Portal, yeah.
Yeah, let's all meet up at the Yawning Portal.
And I would instantly search for my people to see if they're there.
Good old Durnan. They're not.
I jumped out of the pit.
Damn.
Alright, we're playing Dungeon of the Mad Mage now, guys. You know what? Part of my prep was
No.
importing the entirety of the Dungeon of the Mad Mage module, so fuck you. You didn't think I had this ready, but I did.
I jumped.
I'm kidding, I did not import the entirety of Dungeon of the Mad Mage. We're not doing that.
That would be ridiculous.
You
That would
don't.
be insane, and it would also make John's campaign really moot.
You jump, and there's an aura of anti-celestial magic that prevents you from activating your Asmar ability, and the fall is about 200 feet down, so you would take 20d6 bludgeoning damage as you plummet.
Jesus.
I don't think you jump.
No.
Kill me.
There's an option to not jump. I think you click that one.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
stable.
Yep. You make it. Now you're at the bottom. Well, roll a... How long is it? I don't care. You're not jumping. Dungeon's occupied by another adventuring group right now. We don't want you to catch up to them. You know, they just got down there not 2 hours ago. Let them get a chance to either come back running scared or die.
They're gonna
Enough
die.
campaign.
So, yep, you guys are at the Yarn Portal, hanging out with Durnan. Sometime during the second day, while you guys were out and about in the town, I was just checking out, you know, the gardens, the market, making friends with some local townsfolk, signing some contracts, making enemies, making allies. You do feel a sudden shift in the wind. It brings a strange sense of unease. The feeling itself is sort of akin to a drop in air pressure before the approach of a big, deadly storm. Or maybe the faint tremors felt from a landslide or earthquake from far away. One thing you know is you're not the only one who has noticed this. The city around you grows unnaturally quiet. No dogs bark, no birds squawk, even the street vendors have gone silent. And everyone looks around quite confused. Most, after a moment, just shrug it off and continue about their day.
Did you guys feel that?
Oh, I did. I did indeed.
Doesn't sound good.
Didn't feel good.
I
Feels as
wonder
if
what it was.
the whole world has shifted.
As you're kind of taking it in and walking around, an owl appears. And with it, a familiar voice speaks out. This is Leosin on behalf of the Harpers. We request your immediate presence at the Lord's Palace. The Council has called for an immediate start to the sessions. We're waiting for one more delegate to arrive, but there is no time to waste.
All right, let's make our way to the castle.
Where's the castle at?
Right here, Castle Waterdeep. Pretty obvious, James.
Come on.
Come on, man.
It
Look at the map a
says
little.
Castle Waterdeep.
There's
I'm
a very
sorry.
big map.
So
Palace
magic items. How much do they sell for? They don't sell for the exact price on the
80%
Everything
devalue.
sells for 80%, right?
And 1,000 gold magic item is 800 gold.
Yeah, or 80%
Okay,
markdown.
so then-
however you want to put it.
all right, I need to do some math for 5,000.
Chris is more generous than me. I usually say half.
Yeah, I'm nice. Plus, you guys are going against the literal God. I don't think it's going to matter in the
4,000.
end.
They sell for 4,000 GP.
Doesn't matter
It'll-
when Tiamat has a plus 15 to hit.
It'll drop down to 4,000
I think
GP.
it's actually a plus 20.
Correct. If you're gonna sell it and it costs 5,000 to buy it, it now makes 4,000 to sell it.
Okay.
You can
Alright,
you
cool.
can follow the owl, who leaves behind it a faint trail of arcane energy towards the palace. And
Are we going to
it's
the palace or the castle?
the Lord's Palace, which is
Two
in
different places.
the Lord's Palace is where you should be going, not the Castle of Waterdeep.
So the Palace of Waterdeep.
Yes.
Okay, so that's
Here.
over here.
Okay. I gotta turn the bot down because the tavern music was quiet. Oh, this is loud.
Oh, I muted the bot when it was Takeshi. Is it not Takeshi
No,
anymore?
yeah, you can put the bot back on.
Okay, good.
Kuikoi, can you hear us or no? I don't think you can. Did everybody get their shopping out of the way?
Hold up, because
You know, I got
I'm
my
selling
shopping
some
done
boots.
in about 1 minute.
Told us to shut up.
Well, I just want to make sure because after this meeting, you're not sure when next time you're going to be back in Waterdeep is.
Oh God. I need more money.
You consider
This is-
selling your
Damn, Blackhand, you spent all that. You're down to 80 gold.
I'm about to spend another 60 gold to give myself a spell scroll of Shield of the Faith. So
I'm
I
out
have
to-
one
I'm
extra
down
when
to
I'm out
3
of spell
gold.
slots.
I've spent more than him.
I mean, I
It's insane.
spent nearly 5,000 gold right there, so. But I walked away with a +1 adamantium plate armor and a +1 vicious longsword. I think I did okay.
You did. I bought spell components and some armor.
Yeah, I upgraded my already ridiculous armor, and at level 8 I took heavy armor mastery, so all bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage is reduced by 3.
Did you buy diamonds, Ixon?
Yeah, 300 gold pieces, 1 500 gold piece.
As you're walking into the chambers, Leosin, there's several nobles and their bodyguards around them. Most you would recognize immediately, such as Daggelt Neverember, the High Lord of Neverwinter.
Fuck that guy.
You immediately see Anthar and Delan Winterhound. They're kind of talking amongst themselves. They're sitting with a dwarf and an elf character. It's kind of outside a larger council chambers where they're all kind of gathered and talking amongst themselves. When you all are approached by a lady with striking red hair, and she goes to pull you aside, whispering, first one she'll grab, let's say it's you, Walter, pulling you aside. Come, the disturbance that's been felt across the Sword Coast. I felt it too, and I know what it is.
Okay.
And
I follow her.
is everybody else going with her, I assume?
No, I'm going over to Anthar and Delan.
Very good. Delan's by
I'm
himself.
going to Delan as well.
Delan is
I
off by
thought he
himself.
was
I will go to Delan.
Anthar is chilling with a dwarf and an elf.
Yeah, I'm going over to Anthar then.
Alright.
I'm following
hang out with him.
Volta.
You're following Walter?
Yeah, I'll just miss one.
Hadrid, are you hanging out with any nobles?
Snake?
Snake!
I missed where they were going.
A lady is with striking red hair approached Walter, saying she knows what the sound is. The rest of them went off to hang out with their buddy Anthar. Queequeg went to hang out with his buddy Delan.
And I'll go with the red-haired lady.
So Ixen, Hadrid, and Walter. She begins explaining what you heard. Oh, and she's taken aback a moment by you, Ixen. Well, I would think a member of the Dragonsbane family would recognize the Draakhorn when he hears it.
The Draakhorn?
An ancient device whose sounding alerts dragons across Faerun that great events are soon unfolding.
Does that only alert chromatics or also metallics?
Unsure. Not sure where the sound is coming from either. It seems to come from the earth itself. But one thing is for certain. That disturbance we felt was the moving of the Draakhorn. If they find a way to use its power, I fear we may already be too late in stopping them. And Blackhand Anthar is kind of he's quite suspicious, as is the dwarf and the elf of this lady. Don't trust her. Don't trust her at all. That's the dwarf.
Well, I don't trust her either, man. That's why I came to hang out with you.
She does not even belong on this council. Noble from the city. What gift does she bring the council? I ask you this.
Well, I mean, if she's a noble, she's probably a part of the Lord's Council, which just like is automatic membership, kind of. That's what I'm saying.
And he pulls back his cloak and reveals his Lord's Alliance emblazoned. She is no member of the Lord's Alliance.
Well, then what the hell is she doing here? If she's just some noble from a castle?
And it's at that point Leosin walks up. Sessions are ready to commence. If you would all follow me. And he guides everybody through the sets of doors. And as you guys walk in behind him, he gives you one last farewell and says, I'm afraid I still have work to do, and I am no leader. You'll be treating with Remy from here on out. She represents the Council of the Harpers. And in you go. And all, as I said, all of the lords and ladies are represented here from all of the major factions. The Order of the Gauntlet, represented by Anthar Faerun. The Emerald Enclave, represented by Delan Winterhound. The Harpers, represented by Ramalia Haventree, or Remy, to all of you. And the Lord's Alliance, this is Remy introducing everybody, by the way. And the Lord's Alliance, Conrad Braun Anvil, Daggelt Neverember, King Melandrak, Larel Silverhand, Saristoval, Tairn Thunderspell's Hornblade, and Older Ravengard. And the lady in red walks up. And Dala Silmerhelv of the Arcane Brotherhood. Very well. The Arcane Brotherhood. Come forward, strangers. I warned you guys, if you didn't pick a fucking name, I would call you strangers. Lord Daggelt?
Some call us Totally enchanted.
Bear with me.
Leosin and Anthar have vouched for you, therefore I, as leader of the Harpers, shall also take Leosin's recommendation into consideration. Lord Daggelt, I give you the floor. And she sits down. And Lord Daggelt stands. And he begins saying, Indeed. Thank you, Remy, for calling this council. And thank you to all of my lords and ladies who have traveled great distances to treat with us at the end of days. And he looks at the rest of you. We've heard the reports from Anthar and Leosin, yes. But the rest of us delegates wish to hear from you, the heroes at the center of the recent events. Tell us. Your journey started in Greenest. You were but noble, meek family members, tribesmen, clansmen. You were at Greenest the night the Blue Dragon attacked that village. We would like for you to recount the events, starting from that moment.
I'm afraid I was here originally, when it was greenest. That's when you go back.
If you were not there for the attack on Greenest, which among you are the heroes of Greenest then?
I am.
Nick would also pipe up that he is. Walter Black.
I was there too.
I was there at Greenest when the walls fell.
Then tell us. What has happened since that day?
So after Greenest, we tracked the cult northward. They were all moving in a great caravan that snaked up from the southern reaches of the Sword Coast to near Waterdeep. After we arrived in Waterdeep, the cult splintered and fractured away to different little fringes where they would all meet up at a later point. We chased down a lead that led us to the swamp castle of Arauthator, and as we clawed our way through there with the help of the lizard folk, we chased Resmir, the black dragon. Unfortunately, she was not inside. She had already gotten away from there. So after defeating Farblex Spattergoo, the leader of the frog people, we escaped through a magical portal to a hunting lodge far to the east of it. In that hunting lodge, we encountered Talus the White, and we reluctantly agreed to help her better her position in the cult in order to get a shot at Resmir.
And that just grants an uproar of people. They just begin to go wild. What? First you start working with the lizard folk, now you're working with the cult! And they start looking around, start pointing fingers and blaming each other. Why are we even having these people here? What have you done? You've brought the cult to our doors!
Show them the mask.
I will walk up and slam on my hand on the table. Not all of us. I did not pledge my allegiance to any of them. I am loyal to all of you and to the civilizations that have been built on the Sword Coast.
And that seems to have calmed them down for the moment.
Now, yes, my friend Blackhand and a few others may have made the wrong decisions, but it was at the cost of our loyalty. No, it was still to be loyal to all of you.
Also, we're totally gonna screw her over. Do you think we're actually gonna help her ascend to the rank of White Dragon Speaker when we could take the mask and the power for ourselves? That's just stupid of you guys. I can't believe you.
You insult
brought the mask.
the intelligence of a woman who can simply flick her wrist and have you splattered across these walls this very instant.
Then you're going to continue to have dragon problems.
Yes, if you are so powerful, why are we all here right now? Why don't you take care of this problem on your own?
I am the daughter of a goddess. I can take care of my own people. I am here merely as a courtesy to Remy. The curiosity of your exploits have gotten the better of me, and I come today to hear you explain yourselves. Perhaps there can be some accord to what we agree upon. It is my opinion that we cannot stop what we do not understand, and you bring information.
Thank you. Let's be more civil about this. Fighting threats, this isn't going to get us anywhere near taking down their Dragon Queen.
And the elf actually speaks up. I am King Melandrak, of the Misty Elves and the High Forest Elves. We will not submit so easily our forces to the will of dwarves, humans, devils. The elves have been able to hold the Misty Forest for centuries, and so we shall again. We were once the greatest civilization to grace Faerun, and my people are heir to that history. I will not squander our waning strength on those that would ally themselves with our very enemy.
King Melandrak. Have you ever heard of a green dragon?
I have, in fact.
A dragon that hunts elves, tortures elves, suffocates.
My son is tracking one as we speak.
They specifically hunt your people. And when hundreds of green dragons are marching at your door, you won't be able to hold them all off yourself.
Conrad speaks up. A sturdy axe, a strong hand to hold it, and a straight fighter, all we dwarves need to end this little problem. You elves go hide away in your forest, and leave the real fighting to us. Years ago, we dwarves participated in the Holy Dragon Moot, chasing off the chromatic and metallic dragons off our lands. Those were the best of days for us dwarves, when the killing was good. Now again we stand at the brink, and you wish to bring the cult in.
We have already captured one of their masks. We are making considerable progress.
What proof do you have of this? And Neverember stands up. Yes, if you have captured one of their masks, the council should know.
And I reach into my bag, pull out the mask, and prop it on my face.
And Delan looks forward. So it is true. They can be taken.
And I have mastered its power.
Do you really want to use the word master?
Taryn chimes in, the older man. Inviting the cult. Don't you know they're linked? They can see through it. They know your every move. They know this meeting now.
Trust me, they knew about this meeting anyway.
And Remy will calm everything. My lords, my ladies, it seems fortune has struck us this day, as we are not only in the presence of one dragon mask, but the Harpers have been able to track the presence of the white dragon mask, in fact. A dwarf wearer of purple, seen over by the Serpent Hills.
He was being tracked down Varam.
Varam, yes. Moreover to the fact, we know that the white dragon mask has been stolen, and he means to get it back.
Could have been Talus.
The cult member that you're working for! Oops. Spits on the ground.
Taking advantage of. Did you listen to anything we said?
I say, we go north. The presence we have felt, the Draakhorn, it lies in the sea of moving ice. We have not yet heard its blow. Therefore, we know the cult yet does not possess it. The movement tells us that they are near it, but they have not yet gotten it.
So as it stands, if I'm reading this correctly, our two options is to go immediately for the Draakhorn, or to deal with the Worm Speaker.
Former Worm Speaker, Remy says. For if Severin were to ever find out that Varam has lost the White Dragon Mask, I do not think that he would be welcome much longer in the cult's hands.
We could manipulate this.
Well, I think the best plan is to go for the White Dragon Mask, honestly. If the rest of you guys are going to investigate the Draakhorn and what's going on up there, wouldn't it make more sense to send a small strike team to go take care of the White Dragon?
We could have sent a small strike team to the castle, but instead you gave it up to the giants.
Listen, man, that giant helped us when no one else could have. Alright? I didn't see you flying us up there to stop the Resmir and all the rest of it.
We were riding to this damn council meeting where we are getting nowhere. The sea of moving ice has a white dragon that has its lair in an iceberg. There is where the Draakhorn lies. We take out the dragon, we take the horn from the cult. They can no longer use it to bring the dragons to their control. The mask, you already control one of them. And Neverember will stand up. You do have a point there, Braun Anvil. You do have one of the masks. So, it's possible we could leave the white one dally about for a little bit longer. Varam seems to have a lead on where it is. Remy, have your scouts been able to pinpoint where he is tracking it down to? And she'll chime in. Just the Serpent Hills is all we know right now. But we do know he's being chased by some Yuan Ti. And then you hear it. The sound
the Draakhorn again.
That shakes the chambers and drones out all sound and noise. You kind of have to almost cover your ears to block it. It is coming from the walls, the sky, the ground. It's coming from all around you.
Well, if I had to take a guess, it's probably the Draakhorn, Queequeg.
And then it stops. And for a moment, everyone looks around, uneasy, not sure of what to do next. And then you hear it. Dragons. Dragons from all around. And again, the horn goes on. And it is a constant, long drone that never ends. And don't worry, I won't subject you guys to it. But all across the Sword Coast, all across Faerun, that sound is now playing. Day and night. And the dwarf will slam his axe down. Bah! As I've said, they've already gotten it. They now have the power to control the dragons to their side. We should act quickly.
I would agree.
And Remy will call out. Then it appears the council shall call for a vote. Those in favor of seeking out the Worm Speaker and stealing the white dragon mask from under them, raise your hand.
Who in the council is currently raising their hands?
Those in green in the green dot.
We don't get to vote on this?
Those of you who wish to go to the Sea of Moving Ice, those will be marked in blue.
I want to see what most people are voting by before I do. I'm vibing the council. Got a lot of blues.
I'd definitely vote blue.
Delon,
Are some people abstaining?
Delon is abstaining at the moment, but will...
Where is hatred?
Oh, fuck. Why didn't you say something?
It's okay. I don't need to be there.
Might I offer a alternative if we are going to go after the Draakhorn?
An alternative?
If we are going to go to get the Draakhorn, then this Varam is going to get the mask. But you mentioned that if Severin knew he lost the mask, he would no longer be Wormspeaker.
Indeed.
Could we somehow make Severin aware of this? That could lead to infighting.
See, here's the problem with that. Do we know who took the mask? Because I bet you anything it was Talus. And we can't let her get the mask, because if she has the mask, then she's only going to turn around and destroy us.
We do not yet know where the mask lies. It is protected by some kind of scrying, anti-scrying energies that block our vision. And Dala will chime up. The Sea of Moving Ice was the last known location of the Draakhorn. No one can pinpoint its present location from the sound or even verify with any certainty that the relic is still in the Northern Sea, but the search must start there. The one person who could tell us more is a tiefling sorcerer called Macath the Crimson. A member, I might add, also of the Arcane Brotherhood. She hasn't been seen for 3 years. She was investigating the Sea of Moving Ice when she disappeared. No doubt she fell into the dragon's lair. Bringing her from the lair and chasing away the dragon will deal a significant blow to the cult, and I assure you, you would have the full support of the Arcane Brotherhood. And Conrad and Neverember are gonna, and even Anthar are gonna kind of be disgusted. We do not wish to fight with you magic users. Go back to your homelands. Use whatever fancy spells you desire. And Remy is gonna extend a hand. My lords, my ladies, it seems we shall let the strangers decide the council's fate. Where do you wish to go? Time is an uncertain factor at the moment. But what we all know is that the longer we debate the matters, the further ahead the cult gets.
Are you telling me you guys have been sitting here trying to decide where we are going to go, and you're not going to send anyone with us?
I have purchased a boat in the dockward called Frost Skimmer. Should you mean to travel north, you would have my crew.
Who is this?
This is Remy.
Which one's Remy?
Remy, I don't have a token for, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll get one next time. But if you want to see Remy again, she's that fox right there.
She's
cute.
Okay.
Order Raven Guard, you've been quiet so far. What do you think?
I am trusted with the protection of thousands of lives, and I will not betray that trust, no matter what my personal desires. Baldur's Gate is a bloodbath, nothing but thieves, villains, and rich people with spoons stuck up their asses. I command the greatest mercenary company the Sword Coast has seen in any recent years. The military might of Baldur's Gate is behind me. I can muster more soldiers, though I will need time to provide resources. More soldiers should be a good thing, though. Of you around here, it is you, the strangers, that I place my trust in.
After the mask, but it appears I don't know. None of the rest of you are voting. Can we get some fucking votes?
I voted.
He looks around.
We are going for the horn.
He looks around to each member.
I have decided.
And looks back at you.
I think we should go for the Draakhorn.
And he says, results speak for themselves. They have gotten a black dragon mask, while the Harpers have only learned that it has been stolen. I have no doubt that if this information had been in our friends' capable hands, they would have gotten that as well.
So I think everyone here should be quiet about the other mask. Make sure the information does not get out to the cult.
I do not know.
We will get that after the Draakhorn.
I do not know which path would lead us to greater victory or the cult a greater defeat.
Losing a mask would be incredibly beneficial for us. These are very powerful items. But the Draakhorn, well, the dragons have already started moving, you know? Are we not too late?
I agree. I think the mask is only going to help one person. The Draakhorn lets them command all dragons.
Yes, but they've already blown the horn. Do they not already have the power?
That's what I was getting at.
Faerun is a big area, my friend. A tall friend.
That's why I'm saying I think the Dragon Mask is more important. It gives us the ability to take two of their biggest weapons away from them. We already have one. Not saying that the Draakhorn's not a big weapon, but with the Dragon Mask, we can start listening in on what they're doing.
What do you know about the Draakhorn? Anything else?
I think there's less urgency with the dragon mask.
Dala will chime
I
in
argue the other way.
at the question, Queequeg. What we know of the Draakhorn is it is a signaling device, one so large that it requires two people just to hold it while a third breathed great air into it. One blow through its horn I expected, but this constant drone, they must have other work at play to be able to produce that sort of sound. The horn itself was a gift from Tiamat. Coded blasts were sent from its opening. The translations of these codes have been lost to time. I fear only the dragons know its translation now.
We must stop it then. We don't know what it can do, Blackhand. We know what one mask does.
Agreed.
I vote we'll have to go for the Draakhorn, although I do think that both of these would be incredibly beneficial.
Time, it seems, is not on our side, unfortunately. If you were to travel north to the sea of never-ending ice, the sea of moving ice, you should meet first at Luskan. There you can outfit yourselves with cold weather gear, snowshoes. I have a small council there. I'll have my mages send word at once. Let them know of your arrival. They will outfit you with whatever you need to combat the snow.
Do we have the approval of the rest of the council?
You most certainly do not. This is Lord Neverember. The
Why do I not
one-speaker
have
masks. Those take away their vision. The more we control the masks, the more we control the cult. We do
you
know...
not believe that this Draakhorn is of any concern then?
Absolutely, it is of paramount concern. But these masks seem to have some kind of control as well. You, Dragonsbane, have you learned its secrets? Do you know truly what it does? It is dark, it's filled with ebony, but do you have control over the black dragons?
I do not know if black dragons would listen to me if I spoke to them.
Then we do
But I
not
do
know
its properties.
their purpose. But we do know that the cult has entrusted only 5 out of their tens of thousands of standing men they already have at this very moment. Yes, Remy has been quite helpful in providing that information. As my new emissary, who shall be joining us in the next session, she has been quite helpful as well in providing numbers. We are outmatched and outnumbered. Individually, we do not stand a chance. Yes, perhaps we could survive an attack. Perhaps we could survive a month of attacks. King Malandrak, I have no doubt your elves are quite crafty and can prove a good defense. But the matter at hand now is that we are out of time. You must choose.
Who is your new friend that's supposed to be supplying more information, and why is she not here for this session?
That shall be left to the council to decide.
As to who she is?
If she shall be a member of the council. As leader of the Flaming Fists, I, Marshal Alder Ravengard, vouch for the strangers. They shall be members of the council. Remy, as well. You've got the support of Antar, Froom, and the Order of the Gauntlet. The Emerald Enclave wishes this council to decide at once. Does not matter whether the strangers are on the council or not. If we send them to their deaths, they should have a voice the same as the rest of us.
You act like this is your choice to send us. We decide where we go. If you're so worried about your civilization, you could take care of it yourself.
The Hornblades, the Hornblade clans, the Brawn Anvil clans, Staristival. We will be providing the armor, the food, the tents, the water. We are the backbones to the army. Without us, your army will starve within a 10-day. You have not won us over yet, strangers. Your actions today will determine that.
We have not proven anything yet, and I reach into my backpack, and I take out the head of Farblack Splattergoo, and I put it on the table. This is one of your enemies. And then I take out the next head of Draalmor Born Grey. This is another one of your enemies.
Remy.
And then I take out
Lady
the
Laryl.
head of Ismir.
Distasteful. It's...
You sit there and talk about you create the weapons and the armor for the armies, but who is going into battle?
I question not your...
We are.
I question not your prowess in combat work. I question the company of that you keep and their loyalty. Do not... And he's looking around, pointing at the rest of the council. Their hands, they bear the mark of the White Dragon. They work against us.
I mean, you're not wrong, but do you not recall, once again, where we told you we had to work with Talus in order to get to Resmir? This was part of that. Again, dude, you don't listen to a word we say.
I have trusted Blackhand from the day I've met him. He has proven a loyal, honorable man. He shall make a fine member of the Order of the Gauntlet, should he choose to be in our ranks. Blackhand, If you accept this invitation now as a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, then I will speak for him. If you trust me, you trust him.
In the gauntlet, that sounds awesome.
Come, Blackhand. And he pulls out a sword.
Whoop.
And does the official knighting ceremony. Please kneel. And you're at eye level with him. He's a human, but a short human. And even kneeling, you at almost 8 feet tall are pretty much just eye level with him, if not just an inch or so shorter. So he's just kind of doing one of these. You are now a member of the Order of the Gauntlet. You will seek out my contact in Baldur's Gate, or I guess I will speak to a smithy here in Waterdeep. We shall emblazon your fine suit of adamantine with the fist and dip your gauntlets in the color.
Hell yeah.
So currently, who is not with us or has not accepted us at this point?
It's completely divided. Oh, with who's accepted you? You've got about 3 people versus everybody else.
Order Raven Guard like us?
You've got Raven Guard
with us.
You've got Raven Guard, you've got Anthar Froom, and you've got Remy Silverhand. Or I'm sorry, Raven Haventree.
Alright, I look at the lords then. And so I guess, wait, so the Lords Alliance, blah, blah, there's organized, leaders, nobles. You there, the Lords of Alliance. You guys want to lead your civilizations and you want to have power. These heads here could be dragons. I am Queequeg, and I pledge my loyalty to all of you. I will bring you the heads of dragons and any of your foes. We just request your loyalty to us to help us in what we need. You will get all of the dragon heads. You can take them and chain them up outside of your castles as a showing of your strength.
And Conrad Braun Anvil is going to lay down his axe. The orc has the support of the Braun Anvil tribe. The strangers shall be members of the council. Well, Braun Anvil. Very well then. If you say so. Sir Istamal will also lay down his sword. And slowly but surely the council comes around. Although King Melindrak and Lord Neverember are hesitant, they're the last ones to put forward.
I was going to say you better. We're literally going to where he wants us to go.
You will have our support, our full support. So long as you put the dwarf allies in front of the elves, come the final battle. And he kind of gives a smirk. Sends Braun Anvil into a rage. So while they're arguing and everyone's trying to calm everybody else down, oops, not you. Remy, who, surprise, I finally made the token for, will walk over. So what are the strangers deciding? And that calms everybody down when they look up.
I vote for the Draakhorn.
The Draakhorn. For now.
White Mask is a bigger opportunity for us, but if the rest of the council votes for the Draakhorn, I support them.
The council looks to you, strangers. We will continue building up our resources, making tents, providing good steel, cooking up meals, gathering information, gathering allies. We need you to be our muscle.
Well, then let us make for the Draakhorn with great haste. I shall represent the Order of the Gauntlet to the best of my ability.
Then, and she pulls out a piece of parchment and begins writing on it. Then you shall take this to the dock ward. You will have a crew, a captain, if you should need one. You would have a crew, of 12 sailors. A captain would be provided if you need one. And a ship, the Frost Skimmer. A galley, but she should survive the Sea of Moving Ice. Though I do warn you, creatures lurk down below, and you are chasing a dragon into its lair, after all. White dragons are the most animalistic, brutish of them all. They will not hesitate to kill you to protect that which is theirs.
No captain is needed, but we will need a few more crew members. If I must find them on my own, I will.
12 is what I have purchased, so 12 is what you shall be provided. The ship is not that big. 12 will be more than enough.
I think we're going to have to take what we're given, quick.
As I said, I will find my own then.
And
I will purchase more.
They all grab their weapons and stand at their seats. And Remy will address you once more. We bid you safe travels, strangers. You have the blessings and the prayers of the Council of Waterdeep. Go now. Report back to us with what you have found.
May Suni be with us.
Thank you, Council.
You guys can keep the heads.
And we'll take our first break there. But before we do, I do want to show you guys something really quick. Really quick. We'll take an 7 minute break now that it's 7:33. So we'll come back at 7:40.
Right, well, I'm going to go make tea.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. What I want to show you is your current standing with the council.
Oh, sick. Yeah, let's do look at this.
So based on the first council meeting, your options, and I will show you, you won't know what the options are until after each council session takes place. But after each council session, I will reveal to you what could have been, what your options were, so you can kind of get a sense of what to do going forward.
Everybody hate that we didn't keep the castle?
Oh yeah. They
Okay.
you guys sidetracked me with something else, but I had this stuff. What was it? It's the word they gave was it's unconscionable to leave an asset of that kind of value in the hands of giants. We could have used that castle.
They could have walked their happy asses out there and fought Blagothkus for it.
Yeah.
I will.
Good luck with that.
I'll say that.
Rathmodar. Did we even run into that NPC or hear
Nope.
that name ever?
Nope.
Okay, cool. I'm like, did we completely miss a whole fucking chapter or something?
Nope.
But if we never heard of him,
He was in Skyreach Castle, and you did meet one of the Red Wizards who warned Rathmodar that, hey, there's a group of people here that are currently killing Rezmir. We should probably get out of here.
They're gonna show up later, and that's not good.
Why does it look like
You're muted, Heather.
Order of the Gauntlet likes us. Sir Istibal likes us a lot. So does Terran Hornblade and older Raven Guard.
Sir Istibal, he's the Lord Alliance?
Yes.
Yeah. What town is he?
Sir Istibal. Cormyr. No,
Okay.
Cormyr is known for the Purple Dragon Knights.
Yes,
elite
they are.
fighters.
Yep.
The weak fighters?
And Sir
Those are
Istibal,
Banneret fighters.
should you win
Those are
him
like
over,
the coolest fucking fighters.
should you win over Sir Istibal, he has pledged the full might of Cormyr, including all of his Purple Dragon Knights and War Wizards.
Definitely want those guys on our fucking team. Those guys, Order of the Gauntlet, probably gonna want Never Ember and Brown Anvil on our teams too. Who's Melandrak? What city is Melandrak?
He's the Misty Elves and the High Elves. He's the High Forest and the Misty Forest Elves.
Mm.
So,
Elves, whatever. Fuck them.
Here we go.
It doesn't look like they were too upset about returning the castle.
Here's what the module says about Skyreach Castle. Most of the factions recognize that Skyreach Castle needed to be stopped, and they are happy if the castle was crashed. However, some members of the Lord's Alliance think it unconscionable that such a resource would be destroyed, intentionally or otherwise. These dissidents believe it would have been better for the characters to have waited for reinforcements, then attacked to secure the castle, regardless of how unrealistic that is.
That's pretty unrealistic.
Right.
Council who would
Right,
rather
like,
we died trying to take the castle
Right, like,
than...
hey, we've infiltrated this castle. Let's let the Harpers know.
Yeah, I'd rather we befriend giants because even if they want to take over, I'm pretty sure we can kill giants compared to dragons by ourselves, guys.
Yeah, you made the dwarves very unhappy by giving the castle back to the giants.
Fuck the dwarves.
Nobody cares about midgets. Their women have beards.
So that's where you currently stand with the council. But yes, 4 minutes left in the break. Sorry to take more time. If you need more time, that's fine. But take your breaks.
Okay.
So what'd you think? How's it going?
What?
How's it going?
I'm very confused.
At what?
Nobody's talking about it.
What are you confused about?
It's just a lot of people that come up there about who they are. And
Look at your journal.
no, I know.
It's the Lord's Alliance.
But at least I didn't really have anything to do with that stuff.
Right. That's all. As you see, just the first book. The rest is all of this book.
So this is the one that had the book that everyone else.
Yep.
This is where they smashed that head. It looks like it was more than just those guys that didn't want it.
Yeah, they're pretty mad about that. They said
It was
some of the reasons they were saying you could have hatched them and used it as leverage against the dragons.
like to use dragons against dragons.
Yeah, saying, hey, we've got your children right here. But yeah. Pull that up.
So they hashed into it.
That's kind of bad. Probably it's not really.
But like, how do I know?
These are just different cities. So he's got Neverwinter, he's got the High Elves and the Misty Elves, he's got Baldur's Gate. That guy is the guy we just learned about. He was the captain of the Flaming Fists in Styx's group. They're like, he's been executed, he's been beheaded. But he's alive in my game. I think the council session went well though, because now we've got a full hour and like 20 minutes to do actual gameplay.
It's just super frustrating because literally anytime somebody talks, somebody else talks with them. Shut up.
Well, that's a true council meeting.
Even before, like, literally this whole game so far, it's just been, like, we were in the middle of playing Baldur's Bones, and Scott was like, hey, how do I have this +1? And I'm like, wait a fucking second.
And he says specifically, that's why he likes playing in person, is because he can have side conversation while other people are doing other stuff. I'm like, no, don't do that.
I changed what I purchased.
What'd you buy?
The staff of the python.
Did you talk to Chris? Or?
No, I just bought it. But it still has almost 600 gold, but that's pretty cool. You can command a giant and strictly sneak. You have an initiative and everything.
Do you want to play this Jordan instantly?
No.
Why?
Yes.
We don't play Strahd every week. It's every other week. Or every other week.
Still play, but still.
Oh, I forgot about Styx's group.
I honestly forgot about Strahd too.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hello.
No.
Hello.
I'm back.
Whoa.
What's up?
How's it been going so far?
The session?
Yeah.
Well, Queequeg gave up 3 of his heads to try and get people to join their forces, so I'm a little bit sad that I lost them.
It worked well.
But it's going to keep them on our side because they'll get what they want.
As you see how the council
It's going pretty
Vulture.
well.
Well, Sir Isteval's a purple knight, right? A purple dragon knight? Of course he likes us. He's like, I want dragon heads.
Vulture is pretty upset because we're standing around and talking and not murdering dragons.
Well, you guys, I think, as a group, have made the decision to go get to see what the advice is in the Great Hall.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet baby. Sweet, sweet, sleepy baby.
Well, that's a very powerful weapon, so we have to go for it.
Here it is.
So I'm pretty happy about this at level 8. After tallying up and redoing all of my math and stuff on my character, the lowest I can hit for in a single round is 9.
Nice.
So I'm I'm excited to put this +2 crossbow to work.
Is that per attack?
That's per attack. If I add my +1 crossbow bolts to it, it's the lowest I could do is 10 per attack.
Yeah, I think I looked at my DPR per attack is like 23.65. That's average.
No.
There's still a lot of damage. So, Vulture's really excited to get back into combat.
Yep. Which I'm going to use this time to... How do you guys, are the handouts helpful for the council faction stuff?
Yes, very.
Did you read the Emerald Enclave blurb? Isn't that badass? Yep. I like his.
I like him, but he's not helpful to me at all, actually.
Well, I mean, you see why. They're straight in the middle, 100% in the middle. Plus, you'll find out why he's a little bit more reserved in the second session.
Hmm.
Oh, Nick's not here.
Nope.
Quick, you're manning the ship?
Yeah.
Okay. Heather, where would you like to be on the ship? Upper deck or lower deck?
Probably lower deck.
Fuck. Thank you. I did forget to address that, so we'll take care of that before we get to the ship.
What?
What'd you say, Heather?
Lower.
Okay, Vulture, where do you want to be? Upper deck or lower deck?
Upper deck.
Alright. Ixon, if you're here? No.
What is it?
Honestly, the political discussions weren't too bad, right?
I loved it. I loved it.
Oh no, not at all. Just Vulture as a character doesn't like standing around talking. He likes going to action.
Oh yeah.
But also he knows that once this whole cult is taken care of, he's got a whole nother cult that he's got to take care of.
Well, you heard him say they've got a standing army of 10,000 at least.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a lot of people at their back, and now that the
Yeah.
Draakhorn has actually sounded, now they have control of the dragons.
Do you want to talk about the thing then right now?
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much what would have happened is Leosin, since he's your bud, he's been your bud for a little bit, he would have found the contraption.
Sorry about that, guys. There's a line for the bathroom.
You're good.
So
Ixon's
I
not
was
back
looking. I was looking at the colors for the Order of the Gauntlet, and since I just bought myself a shiny new set of plate armor, and I have a new shield and a new sword, I went ahead and redesigned Blackhand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can't see the colors very well, but I did redo it with teal and green instead of the traditional gold and red.
Nice.
So he actually looks like a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, and if I take away his shield, you can actually see the gauntlets. There you go. No one's here. Glad I'm sharing.
Oh, nice. I see the blue gauntlets.
Yeah. They were supposed to be the same color as the accents and everything else, but for some reason it's a lot darker. I haven't figured that out yet.
What the hell? I said, why'd you look at me like that?
Oh, no. This is what I just got. Oh, Jesus.
Is that all I poop?
Yeah, I didn't type it. And she pooped it all.
Sorry. Watching poopy diaper time.
That better be sorry.
I hate that time, man.
Oh, get ready for it. I'm telling you, James, I have a diaper party.
If you don't, you're going to be kicking yourself. Why didn't I do that? I was so stupid.
Where are the wipes, Christina? Are they gone?
Did you check your pocket?
They are gone.
They're in the her closet. Oh yeah, you can get those.
Did you check your pocket?
Jesus, is Ixon taking 5 years to make his tea?
He does it the real way.
Oh, by dumping it in the harbor?
Ha! That's a popular joke here.
Good. Good.
Mm-hmm.
I did send him a meme, and he just never responded back. Probably because it was a little bit offensive, but I'll post it here in the general chat.
Tai Long?
Yeah.
I sent this to Ixon a couple days ago.
Yay, a module about chasing treasure where you actually get thousands of gold and you can actually spend it.
Right?
Yay!
Great flavored confusion.
We need Ixon, we need Ixon.
It's not coming.
He fell asleep.
Better not.
Probably did.
Oh boy, are you guys ready to go meet some icebergs?
No, not yet.
Oh yes.
Well,
Well,
let's go. I want to know about that first.
that's where you're going. Let me go here, and this area we can.
Oh, wow, really?
Yep.
All the way up to Luskin.
Sailing quite a ways.
It's not that far from
Philadelphia.
God damn it. I know we were going there. Son of a bitch.
Old men.
Where the hell is Ixon?
Heather, that was the perfect opportunity to quote Men in Black, and you missed it. Hey,
You're not gonna
guys.
find me doing that.
Well, Men in Black's a good movie. You should quote it more often.
Is that the original Men in Black?
Yeah, it is. It's the part where Zed and fucking Kay are arguing, and Jay's like looking at the World Fair thingies that are actually UFOs, and he's like, "Hey, old guys, do these things still work?" I can tell
I
that
don't.
movie like the back of my hand. I know that movie all the fuck over.
Oh shit!
I don't remember that. But when did that come out?
No. That's what I was about to
Like
say. I was
95,
probably way too young.
96?
I don't think it was that early.
It was one of the movies that never left the car, along with Princess Bride and Galaxy Quest. So whenever there was a journey which you could watch a movie in, we watched one of those 3 movies.
Men in Black came out in 1997.
Oh, see, it was even later than I thought.
I was 2 years old when that movie came out.
Jesus
Why would
Christ,
I be
you're
able
so
to quote
young.
that movie?
Well, I don't know. Why wouldn't you be able to quote it? It's a good movie. Look into it.
I've
Good
seen
change. It's
So
a very good
That's
change.
the route you guys are going.
Alright, I think I know how to summon Ixen here. There's colonies that need to be colonized.
Damn.
Shit, I was hoping that was gonna work.
Peoples with an idyllic culture and economics to exploit.
They really like opium. Boy, do they like opium.
Boy, can I tell you about the opium they enjoy.
Hobgoblin tribe was to be
There
waiting
we
on.
go.
No one's here. No one's here. I was too late for the council. Never mind. Why does that's disgusting? Why does no one include the goblinoids in these council meetings?
The what noise?
Goblins, hobgoblins, bugbears, and goblins.
Have you ever seen Goblin Slayer?
No, I stopped watching after the first episode.
Yes. Goblin Slayer is the shit.
That's why. That's why.
Not all goblins are racist, are rapists. That's
Most of
racist.
them are.
So,
Not even
off
canon.
you go. On Frost Skimmer. Just because it's cool. Frost Skimmer. La-di-da-di-da.
Is that how it sounds when we're going there?
Oh yes. You stop off in Luskin. You get your cold weather gear. Everyone is fitted with parkas, heavy wool cloaks, snowshoes. Is there anything else other than what I've mentioned that you would like to gear up with while you are at Luskin?
I would like 5 hand axes.
5 hand axes. Okay, buy them.
For free.
No. That was not part of the cold weather gear.
Weather gear you said was, what again? Lined boots, cloaks, and...
Snowshoes.
Snowshoes.
Snowshoes, heavy wool cloak.
And a parka.
Yeah.
I bought them then.
Alright.
Do they
5
sell
more
fruit?
index. Fruit?
I mean, if we're going out and see, I think we should go buy fruit.
You're already at Luskin. You're gearing up at Luskin right now.
Did we die of scurvy while we were getting there?
Nope. Queequeg's a super good navigator. He navigated you around the scurvy somehow.
Hey man,
okay.
you just yanked us out of Waterdeep, and you never let me talk to anybody about my tribe.
Oh, I apologize. I damn sure did that. What would you like to do before you head out then?
I just want to see if anybody has taken that contract and if they've brought word back yet.
The contract has been taken. Remind me again on the bounty.
It was 200 gold, but I no longer have 200 gold, so I'm gonna have to pay them off with something else.
Well, lucky for you, there has not yet been word back, but there has been several inquiries. You left the bounty with a tavern keeper, right?
Yeah, I left it on like a bulletin board or whatever
Yeah.
in Waterdeep.
Yeah, there's if you wanted to stop at the tavern or near where the job board was and just kind of ask around.
We'll just ask at the nearest inn on the way out of town.
a lot of hits, and he wants to make sure that you're coming back.
Yes, I'll be back and I'll have.
Because I don't want all these
payment.
people coming back looking for their gold pieces, looking for the tall guy with tattoos all over, and I don't know what to tell them. And then they're mad, and then they're going to take it out on me. So you got to come back.
Well, that's fine. I'm kind of hard to miss. You'll know when I'm in town.
Just make sure you come back. That's all I'm saying. Just come back.
Well, listen, buddy.
Come on. That's all.
You
just
won't
come
be
back.
dead.
Just come back.
You come back, all right?
Hey, look at us.
God damn it.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Not me.
I also stopped in the Temple of Suli.
So, it has been probably a week out at sea by this point. While you're all, I mean, it's not really the type of shit that you can lean over and get your hand down below, but you could feel it on the air. The water is growing more crisp, more cold, and each day you get closer, it grows colder and colder until you eventually come to a sea of icebergs and glaciers. Massive, massive glaciers, broken up ice flows all around. It's rough sailing. And starting in order, let's do Nick's not here. Queequeg. Roll a d6.
With advantage?
No.
Alright.
Calm, though cold, sailing on your way into the Sea of Moving Ice. You do spot a few ice hunters around, though they're pretty far off in the distance, and they're not looking in your direction. They wear parkas, they carry spears on them. The afternoon, Walter, what does it have in store for him?
I guess just watching out to make sure we're not being attacked. I'm gonna just keep an open eye out.
Roll d6.
Roll a d6 if I can get to it. There we go.
And this day is also quite calm.
That's good.
And then Blackhand. Roll me a d6.
Do we still roll the horn, by the way? Or is it not?
Constantly droning.
Okay.
But again, it's coming from all directions.
See, fuck that horn, dude. It's so detrimental hearing that shit.
Mm-hmm. Constantly. It's a constant drone.
Yeah.
It's low. It's not as ear-shattering as it was the first time. Now it's just kind of like a low hum. You can speak at a comfortable level with each other without having to shout over it, but it's just always there.
What?
Shit.
So the first day into the Sea of Moving Ice is quiet. The next morning, you would have to dock on one of the ice floes at night. It would not be a good idea to sail through the sea at night when a dragon patrols the area.
Ooh.
They were dropping hooks off the side to anchor us to that chunk of ice for the night. Okay.
Yeah. And you can stay on the boat. That much is fine. You do feel the movement of some creatures in the night. You'll occasionally get a bump in the boat at the bottom of the hull. But for the most part, it was a relaxed evening. And on the next day, Jeepers Creepers. On the next day, you begin sailing through more icebergs, more ice floes, more sheets of ice. It's cold, it's frigid. And you feel something bump under your boat. Something large, followed by two more, and then two more.
just bumping?
Yes, under the hull. And if you give me a perception check...
And you want me to do it?
Whoever
It's
will...
our best perceiverizer. It's not me.
I'm decent at perception. I got a +4 to it.
Yeah, +4 as well.
+5, actually. Do I still smell like soap? Do I smell myself?
You see a wicked-looking creature under some of the more clearer ice and water.
Mm-hmm.
And it's carrying a harpoon. It's got sharp, crooked gills and fins. And they swirl around, and they begin to hit the boat again, this time fiercely, and the boat begins to rock all up and down, shaking it. It seems they're trying to overturn the boat. And they come out, and you see...
Fuck these guys.
These guys.
Fuck them.
And then I'll need initiatives.
Fuck these guys.
Why do you hate Maros?
I hate them. They've got harpoon guns.
It's okay.
What? I want a harpoon gun.
Ever since I was young, I've always been scared of harpoons. One could fly through my window at any time and slam into me.
What?
Well, I know that's the British drive-by, yeah, so I understand.
Yeah, I'm worried that someone's going to grab me, like hit me with a harpoon, and then start dragging me into the secret lair. I've lived with this fear since I was 5.
I hear that happens to like 7 out of 10 kids.
It does. Here in England, I've never got over the fear.
That's crazy. Oh my goodness.
But thanks for being so sensitive to my problems.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Morgan just farted. And it was hilarious. It was hilarious.
I guess some people worry about harpoon drive-bys. Most of us worry about, I don't know, suffocating to death, being burnt alive, stuff like that.
Oh no, I would set myself on fire before a harpoon hit me.
Oh, all right, Gandhi.
Walter. You're up first.
So Walter's first question is are those siege weapons usable?
The ballistas? No, I'm sorry.
Ah.
They're just for show.
They are.
You've crushed Walter's spirit, and now he is in this. He's into this fight half-heartedly.
Do you want the rules how to use a ballista?
Yes, for future use.
I guess we'll save time here, and he's gonna hit the one farthest away from him with a normal crossbow bolt. Come on, boyo. There we go. And then we'll hit him. Well, I'll just roll my second damage anyways. Yeah. And, why is that adding... Oh, I see why that's adding +8. Okay. Is it still standing?
Yes, more or less. It's in the water.
Okay. I don't know why it's rolling again. I didn't do that, but, sure. Action surge is what I was gonna do anyways.
So, did you attack twice?
I attacked twice, yeah.
Okay.
So I did 27 damage.
Okay.
And I can re-roll that, because that 17 happened on accident. So I'll re-roll it if you want me to.
17 will hit if you want to keep it.
Cool. Another 14, and then 28.
Will hit. And that
12,
one
so...
falls underwater, the blood staining the area around it red.
Cool. And, that'll, actually, no, I can... No, I can't. That was my bonus action. My bad. That'll be it for me.
Vixen.
Okay, I will move over to here. If it lets me move. Just to get a better look at the situation. Is there only one of those mirrors?
No, all 4
Yeah.
are.
Oh, 4.
I can only see 2. Where are the other ones?
Oh, god damn
Are
it.
they on the GM layer?
No, fucking dynamic lighting.
Ah.
Oh. Oh!
Ah.
That changes things. Wish I would have known that.
I can only see 2. I'm presuming the other ones are on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, there they
they're
are.
on the left.
There
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
So, would you say that these these Meros are submerged in water?
Halfway.
Okay.
Half their bodies
They're-
up right now, half's underwater.
Okay. If they were fully underwater, they'd get resistance to fire damage, but in that case... Big explosion.
Oh boy.
That's hot.
I also want to kill some fish. And cook them while we're at it. Let's do
Fireball?
this at 4th level. I don't think I'll be doing much today. 4th level.
Alright. This was still the first encounter of the morning. You still have the afternoon and the evening. You're basically wandering through a sea of ice and icebergs looking for a dragon's lair.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be fine. Explosion. Kipion. Deck saves.
We'll go top to bottom.
Top.
Ooh. Top one. The fireball hits the top of the water and just explodes in like a... what are those called? Depth charge type fashion. Boiling the water around and causing steam to go everywhere. Second one will try to dive down but still get caught by a portion of it. What's 3216? Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Anything
At a
else?
glance, can I see how they attack?
How they attack?
Yeah, how do I think they're going to attack us?
They look to all 3 be diving down.
Okay, I'll move to here, and I'll drop prone.
Alright. This one indeed
Deck.
is going to charge forward and make a strength check at the boat and pass, and he rams the boat and the boat itself lurches dangerously, and everyone on the top deck needs to make a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, bottom deck.
I'm just gonna roll
me,
for the guards. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll for the guards
Yeah.
all as one.
Yeah.
Okay. Strength check.
No.
Fuck
Nice.
yeah.
Ixon, you and the guards are thrown overboard.
Oh god.
How many days is it to the Dragon's Lair?
You don't know where it is. Somewhere in this
The
mess.
Dragon's Mask is going to save me.
Somewhere in this mess of icebergs lies its lair.
Before I go over water, the Dragon Mask is saving me.
Are you putting it on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like,
the
Jemima!
Ring.
So, Ixon, you're fine. You are like at the top of the water. Wait, what do you mean it's saving you? Like you putting it on, and so you can breathe water, or
Yeah.
what?
No, I'm putting it on
Mhm.
and then using the legendary resistance.
Oh, I see. Okay, go ahead then. The guards then.
What's it?
Hmm?
How does the legendary resistance even work?
I would just on your character sheet add a resource legendary resistance 1.
I mean, what does it feel like? What does it do?
Oh, well, with the mask on, you've got the boat that's just went and crashed to the left side, throwing most of the guards overboard, falling into the icy water below. They all failed their con save, so they'll all take 1 level of exhaustion. You, when that happens, you just start to fall off as well, but the mask just keeps you firm and planted, and you, in a moment of just like brilliance, you plant your fingers down in the grates there and hold on. But you feel that took a toll on you, and the mask itself, kind of the energy that's coming from it waned a little bit.
I will decide never to take off this mask again. Thank you, Mars. That's my turn. Your turn. Yeah.
The guards are going to swim back up. They've all suffered 1 level of exhaustion. And I believe... Nope. Well, why not? They'll throw their spears. That guy... That guy... Wow. This guy... This guy and this guy. So, one of them hit. For 5 points of piercing damage. This one, is the one he hit.
Great.
Queequeg, on to you.
Alright, this one. Is he close enough where I could hit him with a melee weapon?
Yes, he rammed the side of the ship and is half submerged and is kind of like breaching the side while the other bottom half of him is underwater.
Alright, move up 25 feet close enough. And I will recklessly attack him. I'm also going to use Orcish Fury for that first attack.
Hot.
So it'll be at advantage and it'll do 3d6 if it hits.
21 will hit.
21 will hit.
Ooh,
20 slashing with... Wait, why didn't that add undo it? Oh, shit, I didn't check that. Okay, I gotta do the necrotic damage as well. So 2d6.
Ooh, you missed the necrotic damage. It doesn't happen then. Rats. You spelled Hazaron wrong.
Did I?
Yeah.
R in there. Get it right.
Hazaron. Wrong.
Oh, that must have there must have been an issue not on my end of someone else.
You do strike quite furiously though into the creature, and you've taken most of its scales off, and the gash itself that you've left in it is just the blood is black. It's terrible.
He's still alive?
Oh yeah.
I swing again.
24 will hit. You see, you spelled it right there.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know what happened.
That will do it though. How do you want to do it?
As I slash into him or strike, I'm just gonna pierce right through him with a second one.
Top down.
You see, like, no, just kind of right into his chest or whatever, and you just see like kind of like a ooze coming from his chest as I pull the blade out.
Ooh, that's nice. That is nice.
And then on my turn.
The Marrow, who is going to ram the ship.
Stop it.
There it is.
Don't like that.
There it is. Ixen, Queequeg, Blackhand, Vaulter, everybody. I need Dex or Strength saves, your choice.
Not me.
Nope, you're still below deck.
Fuck yes.
Oh,
I
my
hope.
God.
Thank you, Mask.
A 2 and a 1. That's some bullshit.
Doing great.
So
Those guardsmen have hypothermia.
Blackhand and Ixen, you both fall overboard, taking 1 level of exhaustion, but you are otherwise fine. Other than that, the water is ice cold.
Yes.
What?
The exhaustion is caused by the cold temperature?
Yes.
Aha.
I have 1 point.
I think I've got something for that. Oh, it's mountain environments, not cold. Oh, wait, yeah, cold climates. As described in Chapter 5 of the DMG.
What's that?
Pull out your DMG and tell me what adapted to cold climates means.
What are you reading from? What are you talking about?
I've got a thing for this. Hold on.
So, the Amber Temple. That's up really high.
No.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
barbarians who live there. Who just live there.
I mean, I could see it being the other way as well. I mean, if you could survive great heights.
Is at or below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. A creature exposed to the cold must succeed on a DC 10 Constitution saving throw at the end of each hour or gain 1 level of exhaustion. Creatures with a resistance or immunity to cold damage automatically succeed on the saving throw, as do creatures wearing cold weather gear and creatures naturally adapted to cold climates. Boom. I do not suffer that exhaustion, and neither does Ixen because. I'm
So that's what the
pretty sure he's
module
wearing cold
says.
weather gear.
Plain and simple. If it fails, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
So I would say Ixon's boned, but I am not, because I have the adapted to cold climates.
Yeah, I would agree.
Should I roll con?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. You don't... Fuck, I read that completely wrong. It's at the start of your turn when you're still in the water.
I'm going to be in the water.
The water right now. We have no exhaustion at all, but if he fails his save at the start of his turn, he would get one, and I would not.
Right.
Actually, I would just automatically pass.
So, Hadrid, on to you.
Is the bottom deck completely underwater?
Yes.
So there's no like windows that are above the water.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Well, looks like I'm going upstairs then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could get a
And
decent
then-
view.
Yeah. Can you cast Eldritch Blast?
Which one?
Oh, sorry. I thought you could do it from yours. I'll do the bottom left one.
There.
Oh, you can do the top right one then, because I don't think I have any more movement.
Okay.
Top left, whatever.
Oh, I see. You keep it over here.
Yeah.
And we'll miss.
That's unfortunate. Did it shoot 2?
Oh, we got 2 games now.
Yeah. So does that not add my spell attack bonus onto it?
It does.
Because I have an 11 spell attack bonus on my sheet.
It says you have 8.
Oh, now it says 8. I don't know why it said 11 earlier.
Not sure. But still, you did get a crit. For the second beam, hits hard for 13, which does kill it, vaporizing it in the already boiling liquid from Ixon's fireball.
That's it.
Okay.
Hot.
On to the Marrow then, who's going to dive down under the boat. And take the place of his sinking friend. And he's going to claw at one of the guards. And miss. And Blackhand, he's going to bite at you. Miss. And then I'll go on to you, Blackhand.
I'm going to swing at this guy with, I'm going to murder. I'm going to try to murder at least. Swing at this guy with my fancy new weapon. Will a 15 hit him?
Yes.
Ooh. He's going to take 9 slashing damage. And then... no real point to trying to knock him prone, so I'm just going to try and hit him with my shield. 17 will hit because a 15 did. He's only going to take the 2 piercing damage.
Okay.
So 11 damage overall, and that ends my turn.
Alrighty. Walter, on to you.
I cast Crossbow Bolt.
Oh. It's a very good spell.
It's a very good spell.
Dang. First one is going to annihilate the Marrow.
Wow.
Perfect.
And the seas are calm once again.
It's a powerful spell I had there.
Those things were annoying.
I get back up.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they like hitting boats.
Bunch of dicks.
So, the party continues on. You have a couple of hours if you'd like to take a short rest while you're still sailing through.
I would like to take a short rest.
I would like to take a short
Ancient
rest.
Dragons being gains nothing on a
Get
short
back on the
rest.
boat and then take a short rest.
I got you.
Oh,
Sleep
thanks.
in the water.
Excellent.
do it in the
Dragon
water.
Day.
Get hypothermia, die.
Sleep with the fishes.
Alright, yeah, I'd like to... I mean, I don't really need a short rest, but I'll take a nap if other people are taking a nap. That's fine.
And through the afternoon and the evening, you're just wading slowly through. Nobody can spot anything that would look like a cave. Everything just looks like glaciers. The next morning, after you've all had a good night's rest, you actually, you do come across a village of igloos, makeshift tents made from whale skin, whale bones, and a small crew of the tribal folk that you'd seen the day before. You can sail past them, or you can stop.
Well, we either carry on, or we ask them to see if they have information.
I think we should probably look for some information at this point.
We can hold a vote if we want. We did that to decide to go here.
I think we should speak to the natives of these igloo islands.
Your word you said, British man.
What's a British man?
You're a British man.
These natives may be on the side of the dragons, though.
So we'll blow them up if they are.
Yeah, I say we investigate the natives.
So you make dock. And I apologize in advance for the crudely drawn map. Surprise, the module doesn't give you one. It tells you that you get here and what happens. There's a lot of stuff that happens here in this little village, but it doesn't give you a map for it.
Looks like a board game.
We playing shoots and
I mean,
ladders.
we're technically playing a board game.
So everyone around you is immediately aware of your presence. You see a few of the Eskimo type folk go into the main hut.
Hello. Where's your chieftain, your leader?
And they all look at you and begin speaking in a language nobody understands except for one guard on your crew, who explains that it is a language of their own and only the inhabitants of this region of ice speak this language. And that was why he was hired by Remy, because he's the only translator of this language.
Sir, what is your name?
Oh, my name? You're asking the guard?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Lursta.
Mirsta?
Oh, shit, that's YouTube.
That's
Lursta.
Lursta. How do you know how to... Why do you know this language?
Frost skimmer comes up around these parts every now and then. Good ship, built in Luskan. Able to survive the ice and the climate.
Alright, ask them where their chieftain is. We must speak with them.
They don't trust you. I'm not sure this is the safest place for us right now.
I would agree they do have skulls on their huts. Human skulls.
I'm gonna, I don't know. Can I take off just like my gauntlets to show them some of my tattoos?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they would have seen a Goliath before.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take off my gauntlets to like show them just my hands and like down to my elbows, basically. So the black hands end like right here, just below the wrist.
Okay.
And then the rest would be tattooed as normal, which
Gotcha.
black hands tattoos are mostly star signs. Not to try and copy you, Queequeg, but that is what it is. Because he's a star shaman, so...
Alright, copying me, no big deal, it's fine.
We just have very similar character types, and I didn't want you to be like, stop copying me!
I mean, I just pulled everything from a book, but no big deal.
Fair enough, so we all copied Herman Melville. Anyway. So yeah, he does have star sign tattoos from here down that everybody'd be able to see. So, number one, does anybody recognize the tribal tattoos? And number two, do they recognize a Goliath?
No, and no. They're very curious around you. They've got their spears clutched tightly, but not in a hostile type fashion. And the guard speaks out in their language, and I'm not even going to attempt that. The language is Uliak.
Ehrlich?
And you see one of the members approach you, a druid-type figure, and begins conversing with the guard. And he looks back at you and says that we're not welcome. If you mean to look around the area, then you must leave. This is the lair of Old White Death, who was killed years ago by the frost giants. She's describing a heap of whale and sea bones on the waterside ice shelf over there. It's all that's left of the monster.
White death? Like a dragon?
You know, makes some motion. Yeah. White dragon. And
protecting the white dragon?
And you notice that many of the other tribes members begin coming around. The two that entered the hut earlier exit and start circling you, and before long, you find yourselves completely surrounded by these folk.
Larusta, let them know that we mean no harm and we are only here to help out them.
I'm confused. Are they protecting the white dragon or are they afraid of it?
They don't like you, visitors.
Let them know. Ask them if
That's
they.
not the question.
They're not protecting anything. They're not protecting anything. They just don't like you.
If they hear the horn.
We should just leave.
One hears the horn.
Calls out, and you see the druid signal back to a large figure who comes out. And Larissa explains, this is Orcahart. He means to challenge one of you. If he wins, you must leave some of the finest steel that you have and never return to this village. But if you win, you will have complete hospitality of the tribe, and they will tell you everything you want to know. Rules of combat are, okay. One person versus Orcahart. No interference. No use of magic. And that seems to be about it. So we should probably get our anchor up and get going then.
What do they count as magic?
Yeah, what counts as magic exactly? How magical can I get without it being defined as magic?
I'm not sure. They just said magic. Maybe we could get away with something.
I'm fine to try
me and you.
Though
I think I can take him, and I think you can take him, Queequeg, but
I'm not sure.
I've got a higher AC and a few tricks up my sleeve that you may not have.
Looking around, as I said, all of the warriors have their spears gripped tightly, and they're moving around. The dogs are growing more hostile.
You know, I think any of us could take one.
want you to know, Blackhand, the last time you went into a 1v1 duel, it did not end well for you.
You're
I
rolling
want you to know, the last time I went into a 1v1 duel, I was a lot lower level.
What's a level?
What do you mean?
So, me versus this Orca Heart guy, right?
And
You want to do rock, paper, scissors for it?
I could fight.
Got a 3-way to try and fight this guy?
Yes.
Alright, so whoever wins the 3-way. I don't know how you score something like that, but...
Should we just roll a d20 or d6 or something?
Yeah, let's all just roll d20s. Those of us that actually want to take on the challenge.
If Spells weren't banned, I could take him.
Goddamn.
Well, boys. Looks like it's me.
all right, step forward then. And I'm not going to change the music if that's okay.
This is amazing battle music.
Before this starts, I'm going to ramp up my friend and tell him that you've got this. You can do this. I believe in you.
I like that.
Wow. Okay.
Here we go.
All right, game.
Here we
So
go.
I got
so
one
yeah.
extra health point, temporary health point.
No. You
No?
got 0. I've got a -1 in my charisma.
So you're not
All
inspired at all.
So,
No,
CJ
quite the
got-
opposite. Quite the opposite.
Good. I like it. I like where your head's at. I'm glad you did that.
Falter basically said, Blackhand, I don't think you have a shot, but I don't think he has a shot against the rest of us. So, you know what? If you go down, we'll pick you back up.
Horrible.
Love it. Beautiful.
Heart goes first. He's on the wrong side of his tent, though.
Orca
It
Heart.
cost him a lot of movement to get to where I'm at.
Oh, indeed. Indeed. Just kidding. He's gonna charge at you.
Is he?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And jab at you with his spear.
Nope.
And then come around with the shield. Blah!
I have
Oh.
fought like this before. That's also a no, Captain?
And then jab at you again with the spear. Oof.
Also no?
Okay. Blackhand, down to you.
So, yeah, I'm gonna swing at him.
Okay.
Does a 20 hit?
20 will hit.
Okay. And then I'm gonna need him to make a saving throw on this as well.
What's the saving throw? Strength?
Yes, strength saving throw. The DC is...
Oh, strength is +7 instead of +4, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he doesn't make it. So he is knocked prone. He takes... let's see here. 16 slashing damage, and then as my bonus attack, I will try and hit him with my shield. Crit him with the shield.
Yeah.
Which is only going to deal the 8 damage on the bottom.
Okay.
And then that will end my turn.
So you basically swept the thigh to like kneecap area with your longsword to trip him down, and then you just bashed him down the rest of the way with your shield, knocking out a few teeth.
Correct.
He's gonna muscle his way back to his knees and stand up at you and perform the same actions of stabbing at you. This time he's going to change it up a little bit. He's just going to go, ha, ha, go for the quick double jab. 24 and 24?
The first one, they will both hit. The first one, I am going to Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
The shield bash will not hit.
Yep.
So Stone's Endurance is going to take away 5 damage, so that 13 becomes
8.
8, and is this piercing damage? Yes.
Yep.
So I also drop another 3 off of it, so I only take 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I only take 5 from the second attack, so you only did 10 damage.
Yep. So your muscles are tough as steel, but you're still able to get a few cuts. But they're not as deep as they could have been.
So we're going to attempt to hit him and trip him again.
And
21 to hit.
That'll hit.
So he's going to take 18 slashing damage. I need him to make that strength
17.
save again. 17 will pass, so he remains standing. So I will use my bonus action to hit him with my spiked shield. 25 to hit. So he'll take an additional 5 piercing damage on top of the 18 slashing.
Okay.
And then I will go ahead and surge with actions and hit him with my sword again for a 22 to hit. And he'll take an additional 14 slashing damage, and that'll end my turn.
On to Orcaheart.
Oh, and I need him to make that strength save another time, I'm sorry.
Oh. There it is. Yeah, 22.
That also passes, yep.
So this time he's going to open up with the shield. Miss. And then throw away the shield. And with both hands on his spear.
Both misses.
Damn. On to you. It's got 2 less AC now.
Nice. So 26 will
That'll
hit him. He'll take 12 slashing damage, and I need him to make that save one more time as I use my last superiority die.
Bone Carver, the druid's gonna step forward and stop, and begin closing the wounds with Cure Wounds. He submits.
Oh. Your man fought bravely, and I help him up. You know, I put away my weapons and offer him just my hand.
You, as promised, have the hospitality of the tribe.
Does anybody care if we stay the night here? I used a lot. Actually, I just need a short rest. Can we take a knee for an hour? And the tribe's not gonna fuck with us?
He does guide you into the main hall tent here.
Okay.
Inside of which, hang on, sleep in the village as long as you want, even though it barely qualifies as shelter. Bone Carver brings you a platter of slightly spoiled raw fish, telling the guard, who then explains to you that their people prefer the tanginess of meat that's gone a little bit past its prime. The funkiness is a good bite.
Oh, no, it's the way you prepare paddlefish. You actually bury it under the ground and let it get salty and kind of nasty, and then that's when you eat it, when it's got that like gelatinous kind of texture to it, and it's really salty and moldy.
That's how they love it.
Yep, that's a very widely accepted way to do things when you live in the very cold climates. A lot of Inuit and Eskimo tribes do that, so it's not surprising.
And inside,
and as a mountain dweller himself, Blackhand would be used to it.
inside the tent is a large hole with a rope at the other end.
Ooh.
And through your translator, you learn that this is their entrance to Arauthator's lair.
Is that the dragon?
It is.
Oh. We found it.
This comes back on a short rest, right?
I think we should sit down. We should get some sleep here. You've been on the boat for a long time.
I think we
And
should
go
go
down.
now.
Well, I need 1 hour. If I could get a full hour, like 1 hour.
A full hour.
A full
We can't
hour.
waste any more time. This horn has been blowing for about a week now.
How about you eat a dick? I fought the strongest guy in this village. We're gonna take a knee for an hour.
Well, I'm sorry it took you so long.
Hey, did we get a long rest?
Do you want to
after
1v1 me right now? Because I swear to God, I will take you out. Because me and you don't have the no magic rule. You're going to get smited, buddy.
Did we get a long rest since the Marrows?
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Oh, we did.
Mhm.
Never mind then.
Yeah, so we just need 1 hour for me to take a knee, get back my superiority die, my action surge, and spend my 1 health die, which I already did. So I'm really good to go.
If you want to look down, the rope itself descends about 40 feet, leading to a 60-foot staircase made of solid ice. The temperatures down here, where you're at right now, are about 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's pretty frigid. Your cold weather gear is protecting you thoroughly, though. The steps themselves, though, are, as I said, sheer ice. The snowshoes would be of no help to you here. So you can make it down. The place is considered difficult terrain, though, until you can get some kind of iron clasps around your shoes.
If I have pythons, can I just drive a python into the heel of each of my shoes?
That'll work.
Yeah, I think I have pythons.
I think we should. The air's been blowing for a week now.
Oh, I don't have pythons. Damn.
Do you think an hour will change much?
No, I don't. And that's why we took an hour, because homie needs his action surge and
What do you think, Greg?
superiority dies back.
What do I think about what, Ixon?
Taking an hour. I mean, it's been blowing for a week. Do you think the hour will change much?
Take the hour and let's go.
Alrighty.
Not taken. Moving on. We all go down the hole.
Down the hole, do we find Tiamat?
No.
Oh.
But the walls, the floor, the ceiling, everything is ice. There's a low fog, more like a vapor, that's constantly blanketing the bottom of the area. As I said, the area that you're in right now is about 10 degrees. The room and area itself is dimly lit. There's several small candles lit throughout the hallway. You hear plenty of footsteps and talking echoing throughout the chambers.
Can anyone not see? Can everyone see?
I can see.
Yep, the place is pretty well lit. You should all be able to see. But Ixon, you recognize some of the chatter as kobolds.
Ooh, what are they saying?
They're talking about how cold it is and why they're the ones that get stuck on treasure moving duty to the icebergs.
I think we're in the presence of kobolds. And Ixon's gonna kind of like smirk at his own joke.
So
they're talking about treasure. We should probably find where they're at.
Something about Oyavikatan.
Oyavikatan.
Thank you.
Wow, I literally just guessed at that. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Oyavikatan.
Oyavikatan.
Are they coming up or down?
Yeah, from which direction did he hear the treasure voices?
Coming from the south, but also from the north.
Motherfucker!
Alright, let's go south.
Alright.
And as you're going down further into the caves here, the temperatures are getting significantly colder. Right about the base here, Ixon, is negative 10 degrees. So even with cold weather gear, every hour that you spend in here, I'll need a con save from everybody.
Show me!
That's terrible.
Ah, yes. Cold weather resistance finally coming in handy.
Must be nice.
Oh, it is, buddy, it is. Not that I won't have a con save to, like, throw at it anyway, but still.
Must be ice.
Yeah. And indeed, you see a mess of kobolds here. The den itself is disheveled and filthy. There's half-eaten fish heads, gnawed seal flippers, mattresses, heaps of fur. Half of the kobolds are sleeping, the others are playing knucklebones, sharpening blades, or otherwise discussing things. And they haven't yet taken notice of you, because, I mean, other than Blackhand with his pythons, you guys are pretty much just kind of sliding across the ice. As I've said, the floor here...
Oh, by the way, I'm sliding too.
I thought you did the pythons. Oh, you didn't have pythons?
I didn't have any.
Oh, shit. So, yeah, you guys aren't making any noise since you're just kind of sliding. but the area is difficult terrain for everybody, except for the kobolds, who have very fashionable iron boots or iron clasps around their feet.
I want them.
Well, let's kill them, and then we can fucking take their shoes.
It's not a kobolds. Have
Yeah.
you seen me?
Let me. Sorry, I'm not familiar with their perception offhand. No, it's pathetic. It's 8. They're just sliding through. They're still sharpening blades, playing knucklebones, and bitching about being on guard duty. Although, right about there, I would say Blackhand, Queequeg, an unfamiliar scent, if anything else, would catch their nose.
All right.
And they'll look up and ah! And the shriek will wake up the other kobolds. They'll grab their slings, and here we go. And you thought I was kidding when I said you're fighting kobolds.
You were kidding.
So you said this is difficult terrain?
Yes, the entire thing is difficult terrain. God damn kobolds.
Kobolds.
Oh my god.
Kobolds.
Everything is extra, so 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay.
Everybody in the initiatives?
Yep.
Cool.
I think.
First kobold is going to loose a sling at you, Blackhand. 22 to hit. Meets. 5
Yep.
points of bludgeoning. Do you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing?
I have -3 from all 3 sources, so it becomes 5 damage.
It is
Or 2
5.
damage,
Yeah,
rather.
okay. Gotcha. Apricot, gotcha. 2 damage. Then, as it does make a small dent in the armor. And this one will do much the same. Let me just make sure. Yeah, he's good. Nope. And nope. And nope. As a hail of rocks come from all these kobolds, they're just ping, 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 ping. And one of them got your helmet and kind of hit you on the temple there. The rest just kind of bounced off the chest and the leg plates.
Not bad.
Queequeg.
All right, difficult terrain is everything is double the feet, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So 10, 20, 30, 40 would be here. All right. I will throw one of my hand axes at this guy.
Go for it. That'll hit. That'll kill it. Right in the middle of the skull.
Him. He's gone. That'll end my turn.
Alrighty. On to this one, who... Queequeg, you are the new target of the slings.
Miss.
And I think that'll miss, yep. On to the next kobold. Ooh. We'll run forward a bit. It's not difficult terrain for them, again. They've got these nice boots. But he'll run up and loose a rock at you again, Queequeg.
Miss.
On to the next one. Who's gonna throw a rock? 21 to hit.
I will hit.
For 5 points of bludgeoning. You're not raging?
Nope.
Okay. On to the next one then. Who's gonna run up, throw a similar rock for another 6 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then it'll go on to Ixon.
Blazed. So anyway, I started blazed. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo.
Can you hear me?
No.
Yes, hello.
We can hear you now.
Suspenseful for nothing attack.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
again. Any kobolds hit me?
Say again?
Any kobolds hit me?
No.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Yes.
I march forwards. By that I mean I'll probably slide forwards. But damn, I look good doing it. So, once it lets me in the game, it'll be very nice. You roll 20.
Shaking my head, my head.
Shaking my head, my head. Okay, roll 20. Yeah, roll 20. I can see myself.
Hooray.
So I can move
They're
30.
gone,
I
it's
can move
rain.
30 feet. So I can only really move to there. Do the kobold's ice shoes look like they could actually be worn by someone of my size? Or are they built for kobold, like clawed feet?
They are built for kobold feet, but they do look like they can be fashioned to fit normal size feet.
Sorry, Discord had a stroke. What did you say?
They are fashioned for kobold feet, but it looks like you can modify them to fit any size.
Oh my god, I can't hear you again.
No.
I can hear you.
Hooray.
Okay. Discord, what? What you said?
They're fashioned for kobolds, but you can modify them to fit your feet.
Okay. Scorching ray. So I'm gonna throw one of my rays at this kobold.
What the hell?
10. Oh, ignore that. I actually rolled my crit ones. But does a 10 hit?
10 does not.
Okay. And then I throw a second scorching
You
ray
hit kobolds at level 8.
at the same kobold. That hit.
Yes, 14 does hit. And it'll incinerate the kobold, no less.
Onto that one then. 27 for 5.
And also incinerate the kobold.
That's my turn.
Walter, on to you.
Alright, difficult terrain, we can only move at half speed, right?
Yep.
15, alright. This kobold all the way over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've got him in my line of sight. One sec. Can I hit him?
Yeah. I mean,
Cool.
well, your bow is, what, 60, 120?
100.
100. Even better.
It's a heavy crossbow. Okay. Cool. So, does a critical hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It'll just
So
absolutely
he's
obliterate.
dead? Yeah, okay.
Giant
Cool.
hole in the chest kind of thing.
Alright, cool. Beautiful. Second guy over there, he's gonna... 13 hit?
Will it?
Will it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 18.
And that'll kill it.
Beautiful. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Adrid, would you like to Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh.
You'll have to move forward a little bit. Well, you can see them from where you're at. Do you want to hit the 2 that you can see?
Yeah, do I want to?
These guys?
Yeah.
All right. Your first one's gonna hit and kill it. Way to go.
Yeah, me.
And your second one, also gonna hit and also gonna kill it.
Wow, I'm the best.
Sorry, Morgan's having a fit.
Oh, I like kobolds. They're just an inferior race.
Blackhand, on to you.
Oh boy, I'm gonna move up to nobody because I don't have the movement speed. What? I do believe this gentleman is within huck and chuck range of a javelin.
Well, how many feet did you move? What's your movement speed?
My movement speed is 30. I moved 15 feet.
Okay.
And then I checked how far that guy was. He's less than 40 feet away or whatever. So
It works.
Where's my javelins? There they are.
That'll hit.
Alright! There's no dueling oh, I turned it off. So just the 7 piercing damage.
We'll kill it. Get it right in its
Nice.
gut.
And that's Blackhand's turn. Pull out another javelin and swim around to this guy.
You're gonna get a rock at your face.
Okay.
It's gonna go wide.
Try.
It's gonna go real wide.
At least it's a rock and not a rocket.
Queequeg,
True.
you're gonna get a rock at your face. It's gonna go real wide.
Nice.
And this one, Queequeg again. Oof.
Nice.
Oof. Then on to you.
On to me. Okay, so I can move. Yeah, perfect. I can get right to both of them. All right. I'll move up and I'll attack this one first.
Let's see it.
Here we go. 24.
Will hit. Ooh, destroyed him.
And I'll attack the other one now.
Okay. That'll hit. And that'll murder it as well.
And I will pick up my hand axe from this one that I killed.
Fuck.
And end my turn.
Man.
I know that hand axe was crazy.
No, I deleted the wrong guy off initiative. On to the
That's
kobold.
okay. We don't need him.
Who's going to, now that you're in range, pull out his little dagger here, try to stab you, Queequeg?
He's too scared.
Yeah, there's nobody alive, so he can't use pack tactics. Ixon.
I will move to here, which is a bit further in. Let's Scorching Ray again. Starting with the one next to Queequeg.
Okay. Wow.
Nope. So next to Queequeg,
Yep, that'll incinerate it.
and then the one at the bottom.
And that'll hit, and also similarly incinerate.
I'm a blaster.
Pew pew, pew pew.
Yep. Alright. Let's take these kobold shoes.
And it would take some time, you'd guess about an hour or so, to where you could fashion them into something that would fit you, rearranging all of the screws and the metalwork to fit your feet, but there's enough here to fit you all.
I don't know if it's worth an hour.
Perfect.
I don't know if it's worth an hour.
Among the area, or among their
If it's
possessions. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're fine. I was just gonna say if it's not, if you got hit, go ahead and heal.
Yeah, would it take an hour then?
The,
would?
That's what I'm hearing.
For
And I'm good.
for all of you, yes. Unless if you are all going to work on your own individuals, then yeah, probably 20 minutes. But if one of you is just fashioning them all, yeah, about an hour.
All right.
Normal speed.
Among
Go ahead.
Among.
A bung.
Motherfucker, talk.
Yeah.
Among the possessions of the kobolds, you find 24, or I'm sorry, not 24. You find a number of walrus tusks carved with draconic imagery, 6 of which are sufficient artistry to fetch 200 gold pieces from a suitable collector.
I'll take the scrimshaw, put it in my pack.
And then Queequeg, are you out here?
Yeah, Quee, do you have your heart out?
no.
Okay. Well, let us know when you do have to, and we will stop.
So do I
Heather,
fashion
are you
these
good?
boots? I could play for 8 hours and still want to play more.
Now, are you good?
And have a...
I mean, it doesn't really matter. You guys can keep playing regardless.
No, we need
I'll keep trying.
I can play Hadrian if she fucks up.
Fuck off.
We've already done this without Nick, too.
Right.
I could go either way. I could keep playing, or I could be done right now. It doesn't matter.
We're just killing kobolds.
Yeah.
I was just about to say you do feel the chambers rumble just lightly with something much larger than a kobold, but not anywhere near you guys.
I think we can keep playing.
We continue on.
Onward then.
Do I have sexy shoes yet?
Yes, you guys no longer are inhibited by the difficult terrain. In this room is food scraps, waste, worn out boots, and otherwise useless junk.
Are they ice skates?
No, they are. I forget. I can't find where it says in the text what they're called, but it's something a weird word that I.
They should have given us ice skates. If I run this ever, I'm giving them ice skates.
This here is the larder. It supplies the villagers with the food, gold, treasure, frozen fish, whale, seal, walrus, giant squid, furs, all of that sort of thing. There's also rope, spikes, and a few pulleys. The pulleys, Queequeg, as you're finding here, lead down to a large hole into a deeper cavern. The area around here that you're at is -20 degrees.
Jesus.
And Queequeg, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Can I see it?
Yep, it's the ground below you that is falling over you. If you would, if you want, you can make it an advantage because I didn't get a chance to explain it yet because you kept moving forward. But
I already have it.
I was gonna say this ledge looks way more sturdier than that ledge.
Oh, whoops. 8.
8. You fall.
Where?
You fall into the chute and fall 60 feet down a solid ice chute onto the ledge of a plateau.
Is this damage?
Yeah.
I will rage.
He got mad while he was falling.
Dang!
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
So the ledge, and I'll show you guys here which part of the ledge actually broke off. The other ledge, from where Queequeg fell down, right here, looks just as frail and flimsy.
Alright, so I take 11 damage.
Yep. As you fall to the top of an ice pillar. And again, it is -20 degrees down here.
And we've been in here for an hour?
To fashion your shoes, not quite yet, but you're getting to that point where...
So wait, do I need to climb out of this? Is there anything I can see down here?
There is quite a bit that you can see here. What is the rest of you doing? What are the rest of you doing?
Trying to get around
Probably
the hole
following
down
up.
to here.
You could do so easily. Again, around you right here is a winch, a lever, some rope, and everything. This is a way that you expect anyway. You would, from a brief look, this is how they haul the treasure down into the lair. And that's what you see, Queequeg, is a large, hollowed-out cavern of solid ice. And at the very end, quite a large white dragon sitting atop a pile of treasure.
Should we follow him?
Yeah,
And
let's try and operate this elevator.
when Queequeg falls down, it roars, shaking the entire hall.
Okay, we need to get down
the
there
dragon.
right now.
And it's pretty easy to operate. It's a large iron hook with a lever, like pulley mechanism. One person down works the pulley. You keep going. So once the last person goes down, you will need a way to lower the lever.
either of the casters, do you have like a slow fall mechanic?
No.
No.
I can fly, but that would be obviously expensive or a good resource.
You could jump down.
I could.
Down and take damage like Queequeg did. Or you could
You know
set
what?
up your own rope and rappel down. And then
Has
take
it
the
been a
damage
day
from the
since my
last 10
mask?
feet.
Yes.
Okay.
So wait, is the dragon sees me?
Yes.
Okay. So it's basically combat, but you're letting. Okay.
Correct,
That's
yes.
what it'd be, okay.
Also, you're in its lair, so it gets lair actions. Oh boy. I remember
Don't forget the
them just
legendary
now.
actions and the
Yep.
legendary resistances.
Oh, I'm remembering all of it this time.
And the
Don't you worry.
And the regional effects.
And Queequeg, look how big this area is, so it gets to fly around. And
Yeah.
Do you see where it is? Like,
Happy.
No.
oh, it is.
Blackhand.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you want to be resistant to cold?
Sure.
Okay. I need to slap you. And congratulations. You are now very cold.
And the dragon flies forward and lands
So,
at the
I'm-
peak of another plateau shortly in front of Queequeg.
All right.
Take the elevator down. Someone go ahead and lower me.
While they're
Going
doing
down
that,
with Blackhand.
Yep.
I'm going to pull out my. Is it the Bandor? Yeah, the Bandor that I have the loot.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
And I'm going to cast Fly.
All right, how far are you flying? You get 30 feet. I'll
Yeah,
let you use your movement for that. So,
Is it just 30 feet?
is it? Or is it 60 with fly? Dixon, Hadrid, are you also going?
60 feet per.
I'm
Yeah.
going down.
Who's the last one going down? That's the important thing.
We're all going down, and then I think Scott's character was gonna jump down.
Scott's character was first. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Did
he
you
said.
just jump down?
No, he said he's using
No,
the
I took
elevator.
the elevator.
I went down the
What the
elevator
fuck?
with him.
I thought you
Yeah,
said you were gonna take
I'd rather
the
go down
damage.
an elevator.
No, I never said anything about taking the damage. That's why I asked you guys if you had slow fall mechanics.
Look, can we like lower it and then not have a way to bring it back up?
You could lower it halfway.
And then jump from there?
Mm-hmm.
How,
Make it
how,
a 30.
how tall would
It'd be a 30-foot.
that'd be
fall.
3d6.
If you wanted to go like
Yeah.
equally halfway.
Okay, you know what? You two go down, and I'm gonna sprout wings.
Hadrid?
And I transform into a beautiful angel.
Yeah, I was gonna go down with the elevator.
Yeah, I'll go down.
Alright.
I sprout wings, and I'm cool now.
Ixton, revealing his celestial nature in front of you, has graciously offered you guys the lift while he gently floats down. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Okay, put me down.
Okay, and then we can do initiatives.
I would like to fight a dragon, and I will aggressively remind you of Lair. Oh my god! What happened in your last dragon?
Jesus fuck, man.
Legendary actions,
Beautiful.
even if it rolls a 1.
This is what I
Really?
like to hear. This is what I like to see.
Definitely
When
do.
combat starts, it has it.
Nice.
God, this place is so big.
Definitely
Where the
do that.
fuck is it?
It's all the way at the bottom.
Oh,
And you guys are on
Louise
this small
Papa
pillar
Cheese.
of ice. Here.
Thankfully, we can move. Oh, that's a pillar.
Yeah. I'll let you know.
What are these?
The
What
pillars
these
are 8
squares?
feet tall and are made of solid ice. They're smooth, not easily climbable.
What are these squares?
Oh, those are other pillars. Those are other ice pillars.
What about the stuff around us? This is all water?
No, that's all solid ice. Underneath,
Okay.
though, you can see water, and over here, I don't know if you can see, but over here are pools where the ice has been broken and water
Okay.
is sloshing up.
That's where the dragon is.
I think
No, he's right here.
I think this is going to be the first time that this sharpshooter feat has actually come in handy. Dropping from lands on top of a large.
Oh yeah, we covered the saves.
Oh.
So I'm not gonna have you. You just took the damage from falling down the chute. I'm not gonna have you try to save yourself from falling on the ice on top of that. You're on top of the ice pillar right now, and there's a fucking giant dragon coming menacingly towards you all. Walter, what are you doing?
Walter is gonna move down. If Walter could click on himself here. There we go. Move down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And let's see. Shoot. I didn't see that range. 1 second. It looks like I can hit him with 200. That's my max limit range. Is that acceptable?
200, so that'd be at disadvantage.
Right. I have sharpshooter as a
so you don't get that. Gotcha. So yeah, 200.
Yeah, so I don't.
Yep.
All right, cool. Walter's gonna shoot the dragon.
Oh.
And then he's gonna shoot the dragon. Yes. All right. So the first one's 11, and then the second one's 30. And Walter is gonna do it all over again.
41 damage on the first shot. Not a bad couple of arrows going out.
Yeah, right.
28
all right,
will
does a
16 will not.
28 hit. 16 will not. Okay. So then another 16 damage to that dragon. So altogether, 61 damage.
All right. Anything
I can
else?
math right. Yep, that's it.
All right. Then at the very peak of, or at the very edge of this iceberg that he's at, I believe that's good. We can go a little bit further, but that's okay. You see solid white fog begin to coalesce on the area, and the area behind the dragon is now heavily obscured.
This right here is obscured?
Yeah, that's what that big thing is.
Okay.
And then Queequeg, on to you.
It's obscured.
Yes.
I skirt it.
Oh, okay, so he can't see over to him.
Right.
Gotcha, he's trying to... Okay, I'm currently flying. I will use both my movement to get over to the obscured area then.
Alrighty.
That will make me lose my rage for this turn. That'll end my turn.
Alright. In the area, you take 12 points of cold damage from the fog whipping around you.
Okay.
The wind is at least 20 miles per hour around here. Blackhand. The highest point of this pillar up here is 16 feet.
Okay. I'm also going to take my action and dash. And that'll end my turn.
Alrighty.
So,
yep.
With me taking the damage, I need to make a concentration check.
On what?
My fly. So.
Oh. Thank you. I totally forgot we were doing that.
What do I use?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, gotcha.
Are you okay?
There we go. Whew.
Yep, you do maintain. And what's your flying height right now? What? How high are you flying?
I guess while I'm not flying, I was just landing on the platform. So I was just kind of flying over the platform.
Gotcha. Okay.
Why,
So
you're on above me?
No. It goes around corners and falls down. It's just this whole big mass.
Yeah. So I'm
I just want to know.
platform.
I was gonna set. I could set your flight height So it displays on your token, but if you're not flying, then it doesn't matter.
No, not currently.
Gotcha. Blackhand, you said that was it?
Double move.
Sorry.
Baby.
Alright. Yeah, sorry, Morgan. Sorry, Heather. Give it up for Heather, who's taking care of Morgan, so we can play some D&D.
Heather.
She's the real MVP here.
She is, indeed.
So, as it's going over the ice and ripping chunks, Moria goes and gives out its loud dragon roar once again. And we'll use its frightful presence. Blackhand, that gets you, but I don't think it'll get you. Valter just misses you, Valter.
Beautiful.
But Queequeg and Blackhand, I need a wisdom save.
Does that count because I can't see it right now?
True. You are in a heavily obscured area.
I mean, I'm aware of the dragon.
It's aware. Yeah, you are aware of it, though. That's the thing. Yeah, you're totally aware.
But can I hear that, though? Because it's a presence.
100%. You are aware that it is. You felt it rumble in the. It's on the same iceberg as you right now, and it's tearing apart limb from limb, and it's just a couple feet in front of you, 30 feet in front of you, and it just roared loudly.
Well, I can't hear it. 20 mile wisdom up here. It's wisdom save, you said?
Yes, Blackhand, you're good.
All right.
You are also good, Queequeg.
Oh my gosh.
The dragon. So awful. Well then. Looks at you, Queequeg, and just bear a toothy grin. I will eat you and your friends. And then we'll go on to Ixon.
Okay. Ixon will fly in that path. And he'll lob a fireball. So here's a fun thing. So my fireball can only go 150 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know if I'm doing that right. I might be doing that wrong. I think 150 feet. So, from here, I'm going to perch it directly on the dragon. I'm also flying 30 feet in the air.
Okay. Ooh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Move it again.
Some of the fire, if it matters, some of the fire is going to go into his little square of cold.
Okay.
But it's just a lob of fireball. Why, yeah. Let's go 4th level.
Hot.
Ooh, not bad. So that's 34 and a dex save. Ooh, fails it, so it'll take all 34 damages. And
which legendary resistance, or does it want to take 34?
He'll take the 34. The blast is enough to dissipate.
Ooh, nice.
The fog that was around Queequeg.
Ixon has paved the way. That's his turn. That's my turn.
Alright. Then
10.
Valter.
15. So I moved 15 down there, and okay, cool. Valter's gonna think he's saying something cool, and he's gonna stare that dragon right in the eyes and say, "You chew the math," and then fire some crossbow bolts. First one is gonna be precision strike for an extra D8.
22 will hit.
Alright, 13. 14. And then the next one.
Precision strike doesn't add damage, it's for the attack roll.
Is it? Really?
Yeah,
did I misread it?
Yep.
Oh, my apologies. I thought, before the attack roll is applied. My apologies. That's for hitting
You're
better.
good. I didn't catch it either. That's a good one.
Alright, where is... Okay, cool. How fast can you move on a scale of 10 to 60 there, Queequeg?
60.
Okay, cool. Then Queequeg is good. My apologies. So I am going to then... yep, there we go. So if this hits, he's going to have to make me a saving throw. DC is 13, Wisdom, or be frightened from me.
DC 13?
Yep, DC 13.
It will instead just stare you down and give the same toothy grin before roaring in your face again and burning one of its legendary resistances.
Okay. Darn, I was hoping my you chew the math was gonna be was gonna work out. So it looks like 17.
17.
Yep. And that'll end Volter's turn.
Alrighty. Volter, after you... oh shit, where am I? Damn. So, Queequeg and Blackhand, looks like it's you again as the dragon slams its tail into the ground and shards of ice begin falling from the ceiling around you. And I'm just going to roll once for both of you, if that's okay.
Well, it's a dex save?
No, it's no save. Does a 19 hit either of you?
Yes.
Blackhand, no. So Blackhand, they just break up. They're kind of weak, but Queequeg, they do pierce into you. Wow, that was a shit roll, if I've ever seen
More
one.
damage.
But the jagged ice shards do fall from the ceiling and do cut into you just a little bit.
Con check again?
Yes, for fly. Makes it.
Okay. Turn order.
Hey, Drid.
I don't know how. I rolled. I swear I have my token click.
Let me see where you were at. You got a 12. So go ahead and take an attack right now, and then we'll just get you back in the original order.
Is this a male dragon or a female dragon?
Male.
Yes.
It's gonna seduce the dragon.
Yeah. With my fireballs.
Fireball?
I'm actually also going to use Fireball. So ha.
I wouldn't do that.
My fireballs are better than your fireballs.
Why?
Morgan.
Is that because I am there?
Isn't this a white dragon?
Are you casting Fireball?
Yes.
Yes.
Dex save.
Oh, nice.
As the blast goes all around it, it's gonna put both of its wings up around its whole body and shake off the ash and smoke, burning a second legendary resistance to only take half.
Wow.
Dick move.
Hadrid, anything else? So actually, Hadrid, does a 19 hit you as well?
Yes.
Okay, so you would have also taken the 4 points of piercing damage from the ice shards. I took it out for you, don't worry. And then you got right in there. Queequeg, on to you then.
Yep, I'll burn another rage, and I'll move up 30 feet. Well, right here to get right up to him.
Okay.
And I will reckless attack and use my Orcish Fury for the first hit.
Okay. 21's gonna
21.
hit. Shit, look at that. 29, 31 points of damage.
31.
Woo! It dealt a mighty blow to him.
Alright, second attack then. 22.
That'll hit.
25.
It's hurting.
Alright, the ancestors are making him have disadvantage, and he also cannot regain hit points for 1 minute. Unless he makes the con save.
Okay.
That will end my turn.
He is going to swing at you with his wings, and I need a dex save.
Okay, I can see it, so that gives me advantage. Doesn't matter.
Nope. So you'll take 8 points of bludgeoning since you are raging and be knocked prone. as it flies up 40 feet in the air in front of you.
Alright, con check for the spell?
Yep. That's enough to make it.
Ooh, nice, okay. Alright.
Blackhand.
Jeez. Oh, another double turn, Chief. That'll do it for me.
All right. Dang. Hadrid.
Nice.
22 will hit.
Nice.
So, this ball of ember shoots down its throat as it's beginning to roar, breathing its breath weapon in Queequeg's face. And it swallows it, and you see it go all the way down before it just and breathes out smoke and falls over, coughing, coughing out smoke as it falls over, slides off the glacier.
No way!
Oh, yes.
Holy shit!
Well, I mean, if
Cross-
Walter did something like 45 damage in one round.
Wrecked it.
Yeah. Well, you see, Walter comes in with his dick a swinging.
You did another 30 plus.
Yeah.
Dragon's only got 200 health. And it doesn't have
Yeah,
resistance
it's
to
dropped
bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, so it's taking full damage from all that.
I have used the resistance to cold twice.
It's better to be safe than sorry, my friend.
Didn't even get a breath.
Listen,
Don't look over at Black
I was so far away. I was so far away, I could feel that dragon's frustration that it couldn't hit me.
So, can we... do we still all have a scale from the first white dragon? Were we able to...
You do hear the footsteps coming from behind you as you see two scrags exit a lair. Scrags are troll-type creatures. And they're coming at you.
Can't envision them.
Yep, we'll come back to this Queequeg.
That doesn't stop for me, though.
Okay. Well, I need the Scrag's handout, and then I'm good.
Okay. There is no handout, actually. They literally just look like trolls.
I need to know what a Scrag is. Unfulfilled.
They did not give me one. I had to put my own in. And when I looked at 5e tools, it just said troll.
Yeah, I mean, it really does just look like a troll. Just like, imagine if a troll was also a Rastafarian, and that's what a Scrag looks like.
Yeah. Well,